Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, I sound loud and clear. Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another stream of Fate Grand Order. Today, we're going to be finally continuing Avalon. The embargo's up, at least for Avalon and Trom, but they decided to make the Fairy Night Cup require Avalon, which I get from a story perspective, but having that embargo on top of it is a bitch move. So, you know, we gotta get this done before the Fairy Night Cup. So, with that being said, last time on Fate Grand Order, I can't remember what we were doing, besides we did, well, a little bit of the Halloween event that we found out we weren't supposed to be doing, and we did a little bit of Seraph, but like last time we were in Avalon, I don't know what we were doing. I know Mash is still, somewhat married to that, lion dude that she managed to chuck out a window whenever he tried to have, relations. It did not go well for him. He said fight back, and well, by golly, she did. Yeet the kitty. She's been queen for a bit now. Where the hell were we? I don't even remember. I want to say today we'll probably be able to get through to the fall of that town, but I don't know for sure yet, so we better hop into it. Game, come on. What are we eating today? I got fries and I got a poke bowl. Alright, there it is. I'm just gonna go over here. Give me two. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Have some fries. Alright, let's go with outfit 1. Pose. Oh, and get my spider's eyes on. Alright, I think I'm looking okay. We'll see how this goes. Alright, folks. Back into Avalon. Oh, right. We were hanging out with Oberon's insect village here. They're all like tiny, weak bug fae. After dinner, you know, there's something I've been wondering about for a while now. How do fairy families work? I saw plenty of siblings in Salisbury, but didn't see anyone who looked like a parented child. Well, of course you didn't. Fairies come to existing independently of anyone else. Any sibling we have are when multiple fairies with a similar attribute decide to call each other that. Or when they all decide to stick together from the time they manifest, like the 7 fairies we saw yesterday. That's just how fairies live their lives. Okay then, what about children? They say Tam Lin Tristan's supposed to be Morgan's daughter, right? So how does that work?
Tristan, Morgan's daughter? Good one. No, that just means she's the Queen's successor. I guess in human terms, we'd say that Queen Morgan adopted Tristan. Only children in the fairy world, or the next versions of you born after you die. Let's see. Okay, for example, let's say we have Spinner Fairy A here. Spinner Fairy A lives for 100 years and goes to sleep having fulfilled their purpose. That doesn't mean the Spinner profession or fairy way of life disappeared from Britain. Throughout the Fairy Spinner A Spinner Fairy A dies, Spinner Fairy B is born. Fairy refer to their relationship as predecessors and current generation. I see. So then, does the current generation inherit anything from their predecessor? Things like genes, lineage, records, names, some kind of property a human would pass on to their kids. Not really. Like I said, fairies are born their own, so they don't have any connection like that. That goes for predecessors and current generation fairies too. Powerful fairies can hold on their record memories. May be better here, but in general, the next generation is completely blank slate. However, since the current generation has the same role, their abilities and appearance do resemble their predecessors to some extent. That's how the Spinner Fairy know they're a Spinner Fairy, no matter where or when they're born. There are also times when a fairy resembles the current generation's born while the current generation is still alive. It's rare, but when it does happen, the new fairies are treated as the current generation's son or daughter. That's also why fairies use magecrafts, are sometimes referred to as Morgan's daughters. Here in Britain, Queen Morgan used to be the only one who could use magecraft. But now we have Tristan, who is given magecraft and named a successor, and Artoria, who is born using it. On the fairy's perspective, both are the same type as the Queen, hence Morgan's daughters. I see. That's why Tam Lin hates the Charlie prophecy so much. Cause the rumours that she's I'm Queen Morgan's daughter. Not exactly, Artoria. I'm not using magecraft. It's not using magecraft that makes you Morgan's daughter. It's that fairies who use magecraft can become fairy Britain's king, at least I think so. That's the whole reason Morgan gave Tristan magecraft. It's her way of saying you'll be the next king, rule over Britain as you see fit. I expect this was her way of trying to derail the prophecy to make sure the prior prophecy wouldn't take her throne. Also, I don't remember what voice I had before, so I'm just going with this. Then you and your natural magecraft showed up, and now Morgan, or rather Tristan, is all. Who's the real one doing? What's the real one doing here? Probably why she went to pieces at the auction house. Couldn't handle the terror. You think so? I didn't think I was scaring her that much. I do, yes. Anyway, a confrontation with Tristan is pretty much inevitable. But don't worry, just relax and take it one step at a time. The fact that you use magecraft proves you're the child of prophecy, and you're destined to defeat the Queen. No matter how powerful Morgan may be, or how formidable the Tam Lin are. As long as you're the child of prophecy, you'll be Britain's savior. Just do what needs to be done, the prophecy will be fulfilled. We're just here to help you. As long as you're around, Britain can, and more importantly, will be saved. Even if some of us end up dropping out along the way. It'll be Olympus all over again. It's no use, I can't sleep. Too much on your mind to sleep. Well, there's no need to stand here. Have a seat. I saw you when I was heading out together in tell. Mind if I sit next to you? Great. No mind if I take then. Say, here's an idea. Maybe you feel better if you told me your story so far. I'm sure you have a lot to say about everything you've seen and done before you came here. Wait, hold on. You punch and go eat ya. That's nuts, you know that, right?
What the hell does goody goody even mean? I honestly have no idea. I see. So that's the journey you, Kadea, has been on. As future, humanity's existence. Your survivor's guilt over the older lost best you've been to. No wonder you can't sleep, especially given what you told me earlier. You're feeling guilty about the child of prophecy. Or maybe it's not guilt so much as alienation. Altoria's about to spill a lot of blood. That's nothing to do with you. That's been your role up till now. You kept fighting even when it was hard. But you never had a choice, did you? Responsibility for it all rested entirely on your shoulders. Not here, though. Here you have to put it all on Altoria's shoulders. Now you don't know what to do with these feelings. You might even be feeling like a coward here, since you can't forget that you have no intention of saving Fairy Britain. You're more concerned about finding your lost companion. If something happened to Mash, you could never forgive yourself, right? Surprisingly, I can tell you that. You're trying not to let it show, of course. Or it's surprised I can tell you that. Or that. It's trying not to let it show, of course. But I can still see. But look at it this way. Let's just say, hypothetically, Mash would go into a town alone and die in an accident. Would that be your fault? Is keeping us safe from all harm all the time your responsibility 24/7? No, of course not. Not the concern for a friend. More of a savior's complex. Douche. I can still be concerned for that. Mash is her own person, and people are responsible for their own lives and choices. Also, she got memory wiped. It's not a fair comparison. If you really respect her as an equal, you should be trusting her, not worrying about her. I can do both! Piling more responsibility on your shoulders isn't gonna help anyone, especially if you're so weighed down you can't act quickly when you really need to. Still, based on what you told me about your journey so far, sounds like your heart doesn't have anywhere else left to go. I'm pretty sure you used to be a lot lighter on your feet. A kind of person who lived her life as she wanted. Am I wrong? What do you mean? I can tell you what I don't mean. I don't mean just doing whatever's easiest. I say living your life how you like means finding what suits you, finding what it is you want more than anything, and fighting for it all as you can, come what may. That's how you were during the incineration of humanity. Not that I was there to witness it, obviously. My point is, you and I are a lot alike. I'm guessing we both have the same role to play here in Britain. I don't know, your haircut looks stupid. I wouldn't call us that much alike. We're bystanders, much we hate it. You're no more of a protagonist of this story than I am. Now let me tell you why that's bullshit. Just like Oberon the Fairy King was the protagonist of a Midsummer Night's Dream. All we can do here is watch to see how things play out. Even in battle we can't do anything more than offer support from the rear. But that doesn't mean you need to beat yourself up. At some point before this all ends, there will come a moment you'll have a crucial role to play. A time when no one else is around. You'll have a chance to change how everything unfolds. Sounds great, doesn't it? So for now, I suggest you swallow that worry, get some rest, and look forward to what's yet to come. So what if you're just a bystander? Even spectators have their pride after all. So bide your time, wait for your moment, and do something spectacular at the very end that not even the gods could have seen coming. Just imagine how good it's gonna feel when you finally wipe the smirk off the smug face of fate itself. Hey, I said the thing. Not too sure what that was about, but I feel better now. What's so strange about it? That's how I live my whole life. Tamsu. There aren't many people out there who can explain everything about themselves.
Not like we're predictable tools that come with instruction manuals. We're living, analog creatures, fuzzy around the edges. That being said, everyone has at least one thing they like about themselves, right? It's kind of embarrassing to say this out loud, but at least in this example, I don't think I'm a coward. Of course, you aren't either. No, sorry about that, Blanca. I didn't realize I'd been talking so long. Let's go look for intel in Manchester tonight. It's about time we started investigating up north. Alright, I'll better get going then. I'll see you tomorrow night. I don't want to be the other one left out of the dinner fun after all. Wait. What is it you want, Oberon? To defeat Morgan, of course. I might not be a fighter myself, but it is why I was summoned here. You're not talking about for humanity's sake or anything like that. Oh, now I see. Well, damn, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I can't dodge the question after the big speech I gave. I'm looking for Tiana. Remember, Oberon's queen from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Tiana is the fairy queen. Only one I ever loved, the obstinate Oberon. Hoping to see her if I can. Though, of course, I know it's impossible. Tiana is a fictional character. She doesn't exist in proper human history. She can only ever exist within the confines of a story. Bro, do I have some weird news for you. Fate sometimes doesn't give a fuck if you actually existed. Or if your entire being is merely conceptual. Oh, I guess we're sparring. Surprise? Alright. Boom, boom, boom.
夏の女神が主情に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。
How'd you do it, Buki?
ここで。人馬一体。とても楽しかったかも。やることは変わらねえよ。
Bro's more durable than he looks. Let's get him. You're so looking? Looking at what? Looking at how you use the characters? Ah, I see. Well, this is arts looping. It's a very particular style of battle.
そうなの？負けないぞ。夏の女神が衆生に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。
Why are we using arts? Because arts is the easiest of the types to loop with. Gain NP? Technically, yes. Arts has the highest NP gain. Buster has no NP gain, and Quick has some NP gain. If we want to break down the functions of looping with these three types, it requires external factors. When you arts loop with something, it's a lot easier because arts inherently is connected to your NP gauge. A triple arts combo will automatically give 20 extra NP each charge to all the people involved. And damage you do in arts will give you a lot more NP charge with it than any other card type. And this goes for overkill as well, where the values are multiplied. Quick can give you some NP charge, but won't give you as much as arts. Buster will give you no NP charge without an external factor. The external factors you want for each card type vary. For arts itself, arts effectiveness is usually going to be your big bread and butter of how to arts loop, as well as passive NP gain and whatnot, and some battery charges. Quick and Buster need much larger battery charges though, because they don't have nearly, if any, amount of return whenever they hit something with their card type. That's why the usual Quick supporters, Scotty, has a 50% battery, and Queen Skya, the Buster, or looping supporter, has a 50% battery, while Arturia here, Arturia Caster, has a 30 and a 20 that's split across two things, because sometimes you don't need the full 50 at one time. CEs can calculate into this depending on what they got, and whoever you're using, of course, their NP is going to have various values that you need to consider when using them. One of the things that really help with arts and quick looping is the number of hits an individual character does for their attacks. This is all like later game stuff. It's stuff you'll eventually learn. Especially if somebody helps you through it. Ow, 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 ow! There's supposed to be a lot of practice about Mongol Monster. Just going with Buster because I can. Buster is very beginner friendly. While it doesn't have a lot of MP looping, it does have raw power. And that helps a lot early game, just having raw punch. All the looping stuff and whatnot is mostly for late game fights or farming to make things easier. Especially farming, to be honest. Because when you get to boss fights, looping can be good, but you don't want your looper to just be a generic looper. You want it figured out what you're looping for and
what are you getting from that loop? Because a boss fight is a boss fight. It's going to have multiple HP bars. It's going to have high HP. It might have defenses. It might have cleanses. You got to plan for those accordingly. Oh yeah, they start introducing multiple HP bars later. What chapter are you on right now? You don't remember? Still the end of Orleans. Okay, so yeah, you won't have to worry about multiple HP bars for a bit. At least not in any significant capacity. They only start being a big deal around Camelot. Camelot's around when there's a difficulty spike. I'm watching VODs because I can't really play. And that's fine too. As long as you're enjoying yourself.
Why are you taking it so seriously? You're a child or something. No, I'm an old man. It's my job to make sure youngsters like you get a proper education at the School of Hard Knocks. That doesn't go for Tamasu though. Seems like she's had more than her share of hardship. I gotta admit, Tamasu, those quick combat summons of yours really are something. Makes me think I'd be better off keeping you safe instead of mixing it up myself. You play your cards right, you might not even be, or you might even be able to beat the Tam Lin.
Tam Lin, you sure?
You bet. If you throw all the serpents and magical energy you've got at them, you can definitely take them. You said one of them trounced you before. The next time will be your turn. Just make sure you've got a good victory line locked and loaded. Something like I ain't afraid of no Tam Lin.
That's really lame.
Your weapons are made of iron, right, Mormosa? Could you let me have some of your material? Sorry, but I'm the only one who can work that. It's basically an advance I'm paying for with magical energy. If you want to use them for yourself, I'll have to make something for you from scratch. That means we'd have to get some iron from a mine. I think it was Northwich that controlled the iron supply around here, right? I see. I guess I'll just have to track down some somewhere. After I came up with a plan to defeat Gawain too. Oh, I'm seeing a mean streak in your eyes, girlie. If you got something devious in mind, I'm game to help. No, thank you. Just keep laughing it up with Tamasu, or leave me alone, old timer.
Looks like someone's going through a rebellious phase. Or maybe she's just like that. I guess she's just jealous of our resident grandpa paying attention to me.
No, I'm not. I just been the child of prophecy. There's no getting around that. Now I might as well just start taking it seriously.
Start taking it seriously? Come on, you've always taken it seriously. No one here has ever thought otherwise. Oh, I see. You're worried about what Oberon said about you having to confront the Tam Lin eventually.
I mean, that's definitely part of it, but I just figured I can't sit on the fence forever. The whole idea of making a pilgrimage around Britain and ringing the bells still isn't quite free reading me.
The fairies we met so far, including the ones in Gloucester, all had such high hopes for me. And of course my old village of Tingle believed in me enough to raise me and send me out on a pilgrimage for the first time. I'm still worried I might not be able to live up to everyone's expectations. But I thought for the time being, I could at least try being proud of being the child of prophecy. Like they say, venture nothing gain, right? I mean, I still don't have any specific ventures in mind, but...
You know, girlie, for the life of me, I can't tell if you're full of spirit or a shrieking violet.
Can't keep wavering forever either. Damn see. Made up my mind, Artoria. I'm gonna help you no matter what Chaldea has to say. But what about Mish? Oh, I thought we were only trading together till we found Mish. Of course we're still gonna be looking for Mash. I'm not stopping till I find her. I just want to help the Child of Prophecy on top of that.
Good point, Tarasu. We haven't made our position very clear, have we? Finding Mash is definitely our top priority. That doesn't mean we can just leave Britain to fend for itself. We want to keep traveling with you, not just so we can find Mash, but so that we can help Britain too. Now that we made friends here, we want to do everything we can to help them so we can go back to our own home with no regrets. That about sum it up, Tarasu.
Sure does. I hope Director Gordov's okay with it. He won't be, but...
Sounds good to me, and I'm sure Gordy will give in eventually if he was here too.
So, not just more wash anymore? You say you and Adventure are gonna join me on my pilgrimage too, Tamasu?
Yep, I'm sure Oberon would say the same thing. Don't worry, we're expected to be generously compensated once we've all saved the day. So how does that sound, future king? Of course, we'd rather not have us hanging around. We always go our separate ways.
No, this is great. I ever dreamed I'd ever have this kind of help. I guess the Child of Prophecy's first proper alliance. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to feel like a king. Yay!
Well, you really are a king, so...
Of course, none of this changes the fact we still don't have any kind of plan. It's great that you're feeling motivated about being the Child of Prophecy now and all. But what do we actually do about it?
Why you bring me crashing back down to reality? Can't you let me be happy just for a little while more, Wassa? It's your tight problem right here.
Well, as the resident old man here, I kind of have to be a party pooper, right?
I the whole thing. I think I have an idea. It's Oberon. It's a little earlier than I planned, but the time is clearly right. I'll tell you where the Child of Prophecy and you, her companions, need to go next. The crossroads of destiny, where the Child of Prophecy rumors shall become reality. That's right. It's time for us to save Northwich. I can hear him, but I can't see him. Is that really you, Oberon? Hey, what do you mean you can't see me? Oh, right, of course. Down here, everyone. Look how tiny I am. Behold my adorable chibi form. I'm so small. Hey, long distances sure takes it all out of you. No substitute for seeing things for yourself. Alright, you guys haven't seen me like this before, have you? I'm the stylish little speedster who races around Britain on a Sphinx moth at Mach speed. That's right, I'm Ryder Oberon, something known as Robin Goodfellow, the pint-sized fairy king. How did you get so small? I'm a bug person. Right. Let's see if I can finish my food real quick. Alright, there we go. Food has been consumed. Back to Sheffield. Or Sheffield. However you say this. Heavy footsteps echo across the northern plains. The Queen's army is on the move. A military flag depicting black flame and a mighty fortress slap at the forefront of the army marching on Sheffield. Tam Lin Galahad leads the army. Her object is not to snuff out the spark of rebellion, nor to negotiate with Bogart. Burrow Guts, who was named the Queen's proxy, only yesterday flashed a wicked grin. This all occurred one day before Sheffield was wiped off the map.
Are you going to rest, Lord Bogart? If there's something on your mind, be happy to listen.
You can't even pour me a glass of wine. Really are a poor excuse for a wife, aren't you?
I could always break your spine over my knee.
Nope, that's okay, that's okay. That's alright. I can't appreciate alcohol anyways. In fact, I don't understand why humans cook their food at all. Cutting, slicing, roasting, frying, seasoning, all seems like a waste of time and good meat to me.
I mean, carnivores have weaker taste buds.
The Fang Clan doesn't need to act more human, and it certainly doesn't need restaurants. Did you know that Oxford is practically full to bursting with restaurants these days? Everywhere you go, there are wood woes on every corner. It's a sick joke, is what it is. Can you even imagine if all the shops on Sheffield's main streets were nothing but restaurants? It would be absurd. No one would even know how to react.
I mean, I'm sure the business owners would be the ones establishing and... If that's true, it would be a funny sight.
Yes, if nothing else, those restaurants are good for a laugh. Be fun to show you one. Never mind. I don't know why I said that. So, child of prophecy, I'm told you've been defeating Moors on behalf of the townspeople. I also know you've been seen fighting while wearing that armor of yours, even after I told you not to draw attention.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, Lord Bogart. I guess I'm just not fit to be your wife.
Course you aren't, you fool. You never were. And yet, even though you're capable of battling Moors, you're afraid to wield a weapon. You never came back for that iron cylinder. Those merchants told me they found you and the cylinder together, and yet you never even mentioned it. It's almost as if you would prefer to forget about it entirely. That cylinder rivals Morgan's sacred lance. Why would you run from such incredible firepower?
I don't know. Just something about it that feels like it could hurt everybody. Like it could even hurt all of Britain, and that scares me.
No, you're not afraid of that cylinder. You're afraid of fighting itself. Never mind. If I did not know your true feelings, I doubt I would... Even if I did know your true feelings, I doubt I would understand them. All that matters are your records and accomplishments. Have you still not regained your memories? I don't know if it's your calling, but I have no doubt that you're a knight, one who's been fighting a long time. And yet I've never seen you in the Queen's army before, nor have I heard of a new Tam Lin appointed. In fact, I've never seen a fairy that looks like you anywhere. Where did you come from? Are you actually the child of prophecy who will save all of Britain? If you are, then you'll be forced to fight wherever you go, for the Child of Prophecy's pilgrimage leads you down a road of blood and war. Do you truly have what it takes? Can you not only defeat the Queen, but also unify the 6 clans and maintain your rule over them?
I don't...
Of course you can't. You simply aren't made for that, even if you were to regain your memories. Fairies are meant to live their lives how they like, in accordance with their purpose. Why would you force yourself to go through something you don't desire? No, it's like I thought. Not thought, knew. You aren't the Child of Prophecy. You're no more than imitation, a lost little lamb. I've been fighting for a long time. I've been fighting the Moors since I was born. Fighting the Moors has always fallen to the Fang clan. It only made sense. We're the strongest clan in Britain. And Woodrose and I were the strongest of all the Fang clan. The 2 of us alone have saved Britain from wars countless times. It was those accomplishments that led to Woodrose being named Lord of Oxford and I, Northwich.
Yes, I remember. You told me before that you were once the Lord of Northwich. And you never told me how you ended up in Sheffield.
A man named Capless put one over on me. He's taken over the Spriggan name now. Never mind that scumbag. Nothing you need to hear about. You know about the Caterpillar War of 200 years ago, yes? It was the only war that made the Queen scream like flesh and blood woman. Never would have guessed that a cursed Morgan would be so afraid of insects. At any rate, during that war, Morgan gave the name Gawain, and I made her a knight. No one can perceive his name anymore. The Queen changed it so that Gawain became her true name. Now, no one can call her by her original fairy name until she is defeated. Woodrose hated and claimed that she was the daughter of the detestable Black Dogs, but I admired her sheer strength. In fact, I'm a part of the reason she's become a Tam Lin. One day I told her, if you don't want to be called a dog, you need only stop fighting with tooth and claw. Heir of the precious blood, from here on, you will fight with the greatest of swords, your horn. Ever since, she began carrying a sword with her wherever she went, until one day, her powers as a knight caught the Queen's eye. She then became a Tam Lin and began shielding fairies from the moor of her own volition. I suspect that was because she had long been ostracized as a daughter of the Black Dogs. That allowed her to understand how the weak feel and made her demand responsibility from the strong. I believe the Queen called that noblesse oblige. There's no limit to the reach of human civilization's influence. You know, you remind me of back when she had just been born. Back then, she agonized over having been born strong, and hated that she should now have to continuously exploit the weak. There's something about you that reminds me of her disgraceful crying.
I see. So you still care deeply for this Gawain person.
What? Why is this all that you're getting from my story? Are you trying to piss me off?
Yes, actually.
Hardly. I stopped thinking about her 200 years ago, when she became a Tam Lin. What am I saying? Why am I sitting here telling you about my youth instead of my daring exploits? This was a waste of time. Forget tonight ever happened. Erase it from your memory. I'm going back to the tribunal.
Okay, take care, Lord Boggart. Or Boggart. And please, try not to stay up too late.
That reminds me, why aren't you afraid of me?
Probably because I can chuck you out a window without any effort.
Right.
And that, I think, is because Sheffield's just a beautiful city. Also, I can shove you through a wall. I'm told you were the one who restored it, from almost nothing. Even though it was a fortress city, with the livelihood of fairies who live in it first, making it a bright and comfortable place to live. I doubt I could ever be afraid of anyone who sets to build a city like that.
Well, of course, Sherfield's much more beautiful than Northwich ever was. But that ends today. We're closing our gates as of tomorrow. Once the fight with Morgan's army begins, no one will call this city beautiful anymore.
What was that, Lord Boggart?
That's the alarm bell from the Sentry Tower. But why now? They can't possibly be here already. What's going on? What's the situation? Don't tell me the Queen's army crossed the eastern mountains atop the Adiron in only 2 days. They have, sir. The Queen's army's drawing steadily closer to the main gate. I also received a message from them not too long ago. Would you like to read it? It just says, "Hey, Boggart," and there's a picture of a butt. Can I see it, Lord Boggart? Are we really doing this? Sorry, I thought it was funny. No, here's the actual message. No, you read it. Just summarize it for me. What did Morgan say? It's just a picture of a middle finger. I don't know what that means. Is it some weird human culture thing? That is, Well, what are you waiting for? Tell me. Yes, sir. It says, hand over the Child of Prophecy, and I will grant Sherfield its freedom.
Child of Prophecy? Does she mean Lady Mash? But why?
What about Northwich? Did it say anything about giving Northwich back to us?
No, wait. What does she mean, grant us our freedom? That means she doesn't care if Lord Boggart continues to grow his army?
Is that what you think, Morgan?
You think our rebellion poses no threat to you?
How much? And must you humiliate the Fang clan before you will be satisfied? Excuse me, sir. I have an urgent message. Sentry just confirmed that Gawain's flag's at the head of the Queen's army. Tam Lin Galahad is leading the advance.
Oh, is she now? Very tricky queen. She talks big, but shows us she sees us as a threat just by sending who she did. The very fact she would send her right-hand woman to deal with us is proof she fears our army. She knows she can't possibly take down Sherfield, while Kroknaraba is sending out troops up north. So she chose to negotiate rather than try and put us down, which means the army out there is only for show. No wonder they got here so quick. They can't possibly be armed for battle. So which will it be? Will she give Northwich back to us, or send enough troops to dispel the calamity pool? I look forward to hearing which you choose, O Queen of Britain.
Lord Boggart, it isn't just Gawain's flag. Tristan and Lancelot's flags have been spotted as well. All 3 Tam Lins are headed this way. The most powerful force in Fairy Britain are all bearing down on us as we speak.
What? All 3 of them?
This is overkill. I know, sir. I'm just reporting.
All troops in position, Lady Gawain. What would you have us do?
Remain on standby until the messengers we've sent to the Boggart returns. Tell Tristan's forces to do the same. What is Lancelot doing?
Lady Lancelot's standing by in the air. She says she's dropping into the castle once the fight begins. The Queen's orders were to cleanse Sherfield thoroughly. In addition to Boggart's army, everyone in the castle, military or otherwise, will be considered targets for Lady Lancelot.
Fine. You don't need them lined up anyways. Tell Lancelot to drop on the back gate when the time comes. If they try to let the Child of Prophecy escape, that's where they'll do it. Boggart, if you open up your gates to us now, this is all in without bloodshed. Don't make me use my horn on you. Look at your forces and look at ours. You're rational, Fairy. You must see the resistance will be few. Incoming message, my lady. Messengers we sent to Sherfield just returned with Boggart's reply. It says there is no Child of Prophecy in my castle. All you'll find here is contempt for the Queen. The castle and I are one. If I should return to the earth, its purpose will come to an end. That's all he wrote.
That fool.
Squads 1 and 2, ready your siege gear. Sheffield's ramparts will be difficult to break through. They may even be more formidable than my foul weather. Be prepared for casualties as high as 20%. Yes, my lady. We're prepared to accept any fate in the name of the Queen. Damn you, Boggart. Your reach exceeds your grasp. You really think Her Majesty would give Sheffield special treatment simply because it keeps Crocknell-Rabba in check? You are a fool to underestimate us. We don't need to ambush Crocknell-Rabba to keep Camelot safe from her. No truly capable leader in your position.
Tried to pull for Morgan. Guess what? Do tell. Did you manage? Or did you whiff? Nothing. Damn. Sometimes that be how it be. Granted, you have scratching the walls. Granted, you have a lot of story and whatnot. You can work your way through to get more Saints Courts. But damn. Oh, also the monthly reset was just yesterday. So there's probably some pull tickets in the shop.
No truly capable leader in your position would have made such a grievous error in judgment. Your time is over, you fool. All that remains now is for me to put you out of your misery.
Already bought them? Ah, gotcha.
Assemble the troops. Prepare to hold the castle. Send word to Crockman-Rabba. Tell her we can hold out on our own for 2 days and to send backup before then.
At Boggart's command, Sheffield began its true battle. Many high-ranking fairies said no one told them all 3 Tam Lin would be there. They should just give up the Child of Prophecy. Boggart quickly put an end to this dissent. It wasn't clear whether he did it because he didn't want the Child of Prophecy to protect him, because he wanted to save her as a last resort. 25 hours and fate for the wife, let's go! I mean, you are quite early on in your account, so there are plenty of Saints Courts on the table. Whatever his reasons were, his decision was correct. They had given up the Child of Prophecy. If he fared in Sheffield, would have been cruelly slaughtered that much sooner.
Reports from the Sentry Tower. The enemy siege weapons are burning the ramparts. They've already burned through 1 layer of tree bark. The Earth-clad Farers are using oak trees to reinforce the wall, but at this rate they won't last the night. They need immediate backup. Soldiers stationed atop the ramparts have their hands full fending off invaders scaling the walls. We've outnumbered them now. They're better trained than we are. It's only a matter of time till they outnumber us as well. So far the fighting's yet to reach the town, thanks to our soldiers' valiant efforts, but... What was that? Did Gawain just break in on her own?
No, that sounds like a trebuchet. Oh, it's Lancelot.
Lancelot's attacking from above. She's destroying the barracks! It's no use. She's too fast for even the Wind-Clan fairies to track. No way we can shoot her down. Get her down to the ground, even if you have to destroy one of the barracks. Lancelot's like a bee, all speed and no power.
That is bullshit, and we all know it, but apparently you don't.
As long as we can ground her, I can easily. Now what is it? They just fire a cannon at us. No sir, it's Gawain. She's using Galatane on the main gate. She's already burned through the gate's bark down to the 10th layer. We'll never be able to regrow it in time if she keeps hammering on it. Damn that girl. What about the castle grounds? Are the soldiers in formation? No sir, the citizens are so panicked they keep getting in the way. Some fairies are even starting to riot, demanding we let them out from the rear gate. Whatever you do, do not open the rear gate. If even one fairy makes it out, the whole thing will collapse. Never mind the throne room. Captain, get down here and suppress those riots. Yes sir, let's go you lot. There's too much chaos at both the ramparts and the castle. We can't keep fighting everywhere at once. Please, Lord Boggart, tell us what we should do. You're the one who said we could fight off the Queen's army here. Or are we gonna send out the Child of Prophecy?
I know, damn it. We just need to put out one of those fires, yes? Well, we've got a Magecraft cannon of our own. Let's see what kind of power the Child of Prophecy truly has.
Enraged, Boggart ran to the iron cylinder mounted on the castle keep as fast as his legs could carry him. He didn't think that alone would actually change the battle's course. At best, he hoped that it might provide an opportunity to turn the tide. Little did he know that fateful pull of the trigger would be the beginning of Sherfield's end. The attack that would transform the battlefield from a siege into a scene of pure annihilation. The shaft of light that all but exploded from the castle changed everything. The 600 Royal Army soldiers had been lying siege to the gate vanished in an instant. The Sherfield soldiers who had been fighting valiantly atop the ramparts died on the spot, blood gushing from their bodies. Those fairlies merely met near the beam of Eve's path breathed their last peacefully, as though they had only fallen asleep. The ramparts, which hadn't so much as budged when struck with Gawain's guillotine, were now completely melted down, barely leaving behind a husk. Even the Tam Lin, who had been standing before the main gate, could no longer be seen amidst the haze of white smoke. Lady Gawain, she's... Just for a moment terror gripped the battlefield. Both the Queen's army, who had suddenly lost their will to fight, and the soldiers of Sherfield, who would normally have welcomed the turn of tide, reeled at the nightmare that had sprung up around them. Hi, Supervised Lord, and welcome to the stream. As you see, we're doing Fate Grand Order today, continuing Avalon. Amidst the white smoke, only a single figure was still standing, though his breathing was shallow and ragged. Lord Boggart.
That was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Behold, my soldiers. This isn't fortune smiling on us. I don't know what is. We can win. We can still win. Not even the Tam Lin can touch me while I have this. With this I can obliterate anything that stands in my way. And not just Morgan. I can be rid of that fool Woodrose, Crockner Rabba from the north, and the Calamity Pool threatening Northwich. It's incredible. Just magnificent.
Though it was right in front of him to see, Boggart remained blind to the truth. He failed to realize how odd it was that the dead Queen's soldiers had vanished without a trace. He failed to notice his own soldiers' painful deaths on the ramparts. He failed to see the ferries who collapsed near the castle, the soldiers right next to him who had fallen like withered trees. The Child of Prophecy fell to her knees in despair. Angst at the horrors her sins had brought about. It wasn't just that she had inadvertently harmed the townspeople she cared so deeply for. Was it the fact she had brought the cylinder here? That was part of it. Was it her inability to stop Boggart? Certainly that was part of it too. More than anything, she felt her greatest sin was her own weakness. Her failure to consider the effect she had on those around her, or the reason she was here in the first place, using the loss of her memory as an excuse.
Now, who's next? Or is that accursed Lancelot flying about? Here, Child of Prophecy, come here. You can wield this even more accurately, right? You see that blue bee buzzing around there? I want you to shoot it down along with the Queen's army.
Bogart turned, oblivious to what was happening to him. There he saw.
Why? Why must I harm this beautiful world? Forget about him, Mash. Come on. We need to get out of here. But what about Lord Bogart? We can't leave him here alone.
Don't you worry about me. You really are weak and useless, aren't you? I have no need for a queen who weeps over war. Go on. Take her wherever you like.
There, you see? Bogart made his choice. We're to stay here and kill his enemies. What do you want to do? What can you do? I have to help the townspeople escape. Okay, I'd rather just make a break for it myself, but if that's what you want, I'm game. Now come on, let's hurry. See you, Bogart. Don't worry about my tab. I'll be taking your bride as my payment. The context of this statement is very important. Bogart, please be careful.
Lady Gawain, you alright? I can't believe it.
Can't believe what? Oh, you mean that light round? That was just a beam of hot magical energy. Only threat it posed was a bit of iron poison. It was crude and used without hot. Can't even be compared to a single trike from High Queen Morgan. Now, what are you all doing? Call yourself the cream of Camelot's crop? Hurry up and resume your advance. We all like not being smited where we stand. You can understand if we're a bit shaken. That fool Bogart just destroyed his own. Man, I'm dead. What happened? Fool Bogart just destroyed his own town's greatest defense. Now's our chance to seize the castle. Pay no heed to the ones fleeing. All you need to concern yourself is with Sheffield's castle. They get there? Why is nobody here? Why is everyone here already dead? Where's the Child of Prophecy? The Queen's army poured through the front gate as the soldiers of Sheffield tried to fight back. Some of the townspeople hid in their homes, holding up their hands to surrender when the Queen's soldiers broke in. Hungover, went to a Halloween party last night? Ah, I see. I see. Well, make sure to drink plenty of water. Best I know how to help here. I hope you get over the hangover soon. Others saw that the front gate was lost and scrambled to make their way to the rear one. Tam Lin Galahad remained steadfast at the front gate, glorying at the castle keep a kilometer away. To Bogart, who had been utterly enthralled by the cylinder's sheer destructive power, she may as well have painted a target on herself.
You think you can match this power, girl? You think you can distract me? Cursed Knight of Morgan! Let's see how tall you can stand after I fire another shot straight at you!
Distracted by his elation, Bogart failed to realize the weapon's poison was eating away at him. The only thing on his mind was his animosity for Gawain, the Tam Lin he despised, and the admiration for Magnificent's leader. Her ship
That little girl has
become quite the fine knight, he thought, as his lip curled into a smile. At that moment, he recalled the other girl's tears just a brief moment ago.
for the first time in all his life, Bogart found himself on a battlefield, wondering one simple thing. Why? Why was the girl crying? Why had she been so upset? What reason could she possibly have for such sadness? Thanks for the hydrate and stretch, Katya. Stay hydrated? Thank you. Stretch might hurt though. My legs are killing me after yesterday. Ow. After yesterday sounds interesting. I went to Disney for the first time. It was a lot of walking. We were there for about 12 hours. No, 13 hours. And most of it was walking. It was my first time being there. It was really cool. It was really fun. Try as he might, Bogart could not understand. Look how strong soldier I see. That's very sweet.
What am I saying? This is war! I have a weapon that will defeat my enemy. Weapons exist to be used. What more is there to consider? Sheffield belongs to me. I'll never let those bastards have so much as a single citizen.
Even as he grew dimly more aware, his true anger laid not with the Tam Lin, but with his own cowardice. Bogart placed his incredibly numb finger on the trigger, prepared to fire his last shot. Looks like the castle's still safe. Can we evacuate the townspeople here? We could, but there'd be nowhere for them to run. They'll end up either captured or killed. If you really want to save everyone, we'll need to open the rear gate, secure an escape route for them. Sure, we basically hand Sheffield to the enemy, but that's going to happen sooner or later anyways. Townspeople may not have a lot of great opinions of options available to them, but whether they die to the Queen's army and head north to Crockner Rob's slaves or get lost in the Nightcall's domain should at least be their choice. Come on, Mash. Let's head to the rear gate. Make sure you run for it if you see a Tam Lin, okay? They're here for you after all. Well, thank you. Let's go have a trot.
Please open the gate! The Queen's soldiers are right on our heels! They catch us, they're gonna tax us. I don't have that much longer left to live. There's no way I'll survive another taxation. Calm down, we can't open the gate. Besides, it won't change anything. Won't be long before Lord Bogart sends the Queen's army packing. Return to your homes and await his victory. Those of you without homes, head for the castle. We guards can't stay any longer either. We need to hurry to the front gate. We don't have time for this. We can't go back to our homes. All the fire raining down above us would burn us alive. The Queen's soldiers are already occupying the castle. Only choice to run for it. Crockner-Raw's army's practically next door, right? I'm sure they'll help us. After all, they're the King clan. Now get out of our way, you useless cretin. Lord Bogart can't save us. The disappointment of the Fang clan might be a bit much right now, but... Yeah, Bogart failed. He's too weak to be our lord. He had no business challenging the Queen of all people. You bastards! Oh man, things are boiling point over here too. First the Queen's soldiers, now we have to worry about a possible riot too. It's not like yelling at the guards gonna do any good. No, I do get what they're doing. Damn it, this way's blocked too. Bogart sure covered his bases. How was the sewer walk? Can we make it out from there? No dice, Rob. There's a wall blocking our way here too. I knew they'd probably try to steal off any ways. Enemy could sneak in, but this is overkill. Crap. Now we really don't have a way out here. What at the rear gate, Wag? You know how they open it? Of course, Rob. Been keeping an eye on the guards here, just like you told me to. There are levers hidden behind the third pillar in both the left and right guardhouses. All we gotta do is raise and lower them. Two of us should be able to manage it. Oh, but be careful not to step on this stake as the lever's foothold. It's safety mechanism that'll make the whole thing stop working once it's broken. That's great, Wag. I'm impressed. Really grown up. Really? You mean it? Then does that mean I can make it on my own, like Winky? Eventually, sure. I don't worry about that unless I'll get captured. Okay, let's sneak in and get that gate open. These Sheffield fairies have treated us to a lot of good booze. It's the least we can do to repay. Oh crap, the Queen's Army! They're already here! Forget the gate, Wag. Stay out of sight and keep an eye on things. Damn it, we're a little too late. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Huh? But why can't we open the gate then? Wouldn't that help? Don't be stupid. You know I teach you to play it safe. What's the more important thing in the world? Your life, right? So you gotta take care of it. After all, what's the point of having something valuable if you don't have to save it for when it really counts? Yeah, you're right. Can't sell ourselves short. Okay, let's stay here in the sewer until... Rob, look! Over there! Someone's sending the Queen's soldiers flying. It's Annis! Annis is here to save us! I told you. She's called Mash now. Anyways, change of plans. Let's sneak into the guardhouses while she's got everyone's attention. Woo, alright. Way to go, Mash. That's our child of prophecy.
The Queen's army bore down on the panicked fairies crowding around the rear gate. The guards advanced to meet them, but could not make it through the press of so many bodies. Soon the Queen's soldiers would set upon the fairies, trying desperately to escape. Once first blood was shed, there would be no going back. The fairies were too frightened to think straight. The Queen's armies regarded them as violent discontents. Soon the rear gate would become a bloodbath which none would escape alive. Unless, of course, she had something to say about it. Ha! Lady Mash, what are you doing here? I came to help. Can you open the rear gate, Loot? I'm not authorized to make that call, but then again, if the Lord's Lady wishes to pass through the gate, I guess we have no choice but to open it. Thank you. Not at all, my lady. I was this close to doing something I would have regretted forever. Some guard I turned out to be. Someone help me open the gate. Hurry! Don't let the Queen's army into the guardhouses. Don't let them touch the safety mechanisms either. See anyone suspicious in there, kill them. I located a fairy that seems to appear to be the child of prophecy, moving in for the kill. You fall with me. The rest of you, dispose of these fairies. Don't let a single seed of dissent escape. Oh no, you don't. You're facing me and me alone. If it's bloodshed you want, then it's bloodshed you'll get. I am Tam Lin Galahad, the Knight of Sheffield. I'm your enemy, and I'll stop you all right here, right now. All right. Brace yourselves. Lord,
Camelot!
Is that the best you can handle? Ain't got shit. Rock some more damage cuts and defense ups. Break through this wall, bitch. That's what I fucking thought. Oh, now they did some damage. That's cute. Rock the defense. God, this mash is insane. Nothing. He had nothing. Hardly a fucking scratch. Let's take a closer look at you, if we can. Well, that's a awesome craft essence. Again, with 50, increase MP gain by 50. Oh, it's not going to tell me if you have any appins. The MP3. You're level 100. Regardless, we're going in. There he goes. Last one. Let's go. Hi Link, welcome to the stream. We're playing more Fate Grand Order today. We're currently at the Fall of Sharefield. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Muta, 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 muta!
Every single time I come back saying, okay, you're going to regret some choices in life, but hey, it works for me! What? What do you mean, choices in life? Can't be that bad. All I'll say is, pick your friends wisely. I have some concerns.
It's open! The Child of Prophecy opened the gate for us! I don't see any of the Queen's soldiers outside. It's our chance to escape. Alright, looks like our work here is done. Come on, Mash. Let's run for it too.
Not anything bad, don't worry. Okie dokie.
Don't worry about the city. Bogart can handle it.
I mean, no, the fuck he can't, but okay.
Whatever else he can say about him. He's still a great knight. He knew this might happen when he began his rebellion. You don't have to share that responsibility with him. It's his last stand. No one else's. Have a trot!
Escape is not an option. Your only option, Oswin. Guess I need to pick better friends, because I'm now down one friend. So, oh well, 5 left. Oof. Ooh. Always sad to lose a friend. Your only options are to surrender and accept capture, or to die here and now.
Lancelot? It's Tam Lin Galahad! We're all gonna die!
I thought you said they could surrender.
What is that? A fairy? Tam Lin, you say, for real?
I mean, stop wanting to be friends, so oh well. I mean, yeah, that is how that happens.
So that's a Child of Prophecy. Fine. It's annoying, but moving in to capture her. But first, what was it you called yourself? Galahad or something. That's quite the name you threw out. Oh crap, here she comes. Get ready, Mash. Don't hold anything back against her. By the way, why did you call yourself Galahad? Who even is Galahad? Is he some boyfriend of yours you never told me about? Damn it!
I don't know who Galahad is either. Just sort of came out. At any rate, everyone, please, try to escape. Do my best to hold her off.
Proc the damage cut. You're dealing with me. Proc this. Proc this. Kinda wish we could get an arts chain, but I guess we can't have everything. Boom, boom, boom.
She tries. Oh, she'll get hotter than a piece of hair getting destroyed. Or paper getting destroyed. I mean, she's got a really strong defense, let's be honest. That's what we can all, like, we can all rely on Mash for. It's that defense. Alright, let's get jobbered. Whatever was supposed to trigger there missed, not sure why. Joke's on you, I lived. Somehow.
I'm surprised that didn't have Ignore Invincible. Oh well. Oh damn it, I couldn't loop. In her stats and you read her defense and you go, damn, what the hell did they put into that armor that makes you that damn tanky? They put eggplant, they put family trauma. Oh, there's Wind Habitat. Oh, nope, she's still alive. I could tell because she applied the debuff. Loop, baby, loop, loopy loop. And a table. Can't forget the table. The table is very important. Why is there a charge up on that proc before? Yeah, it was just built that way. I go, nah, that armor was built with tank armor. Oh, this shit ain't breaking unless you have anti-material rifle on hand. Surprised me how good Mash is, considering she's your little starting servant. If anything, I think that's a sign of a well-made starting servant, is that they age very well. Like, they can start off just okay, or even start off trash, but as long as they age well for the game, I think that's okay. It's honestly a sign of good design. If you make their concepts work throughout a game. Especially if you're going to require her for fights. That's like a big thing. Her armor slings danger, and out of nowhere, the last 50 laser guns appear out of nowhere, and you go, well done, dude. Man, I don't have any skills like that. Doom. Doom is what we're doing. We're gonna lose someone here. I think this is supposed to lose fight. You can put up as much as you can, I think. I don't know why charge game was on proc before, since she has charge going on all the time anyways. Very random. Yeah, like that. Rocking the damage cut. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is probably where we'll die. I don't think we can take another hit. If we can, I'll be shocked. What's that shield made out of? It's made out of a table. Yeah, I was supposed to lose fight. It's no use. Nothing's working on her. Her strength's fading. I mean, if we had Castoria there, we could have made an immortal team. Rushing to get a shield and said, screw it, turn the table into a shield. I mean, lore-wise, it is actually the round table. That's the exact shield it is. It's a representative of the round table. I see, and here I thought your shield might be something special. It is! But the round table's protection is useless against me. My mystics are too powerful for it. Which, you know, the table's built like a damn tank. I mean, you say that, but it took you 6 turns of constant NPs to kill us. Honestly, if we had Castoria or Merlin for that fight, we could have outlasted her. We probably could have won. Not even kidding. I think we could have won if we had either Castoria or Merlin backing us up. Oh, well, nah, your MPs are weak as hell. Ah! The explosion came from Castle Keep! Lord Boggart! Crap, Shelley wants to go save him, doesn't she? I heard she didn't. I'm glad she doesn't look as defeated as she did a second ago, but come on! Oh, second win. You're tougher than you look. See why you chose Galahad for your name at least. But it's no use, child of prophecy. This ends now. You're not going anywhere. We don't need 2 children of prophecy. I guess it was just too soon for you to call yourself a Tam Lin or to assume Galahad's name. Goodbye. Who did that? Sorry about that. That girl there's an acquaintance of mine. I didn't want to get involved, but I'd rather she not die on me. Please stand down, Lancelot. Do that, and we can all just go home. No fuss, no muss. Are you the wolf who's been watching over me all this time? Who are you? First name Mario, last name Mario. Mario. You knew. So much for that mysterious stick. This shit's about to get real bad. Your instincts, no. Your powers of observation are as keen as ever. Anyways, I'll handle Lancelot here. Don't worry. I can at least buy enough time to escape. Alright, thank you, robed person. Thought that said robbed person for a moment. Wait, the hell? I thought you were gonna run outside. Or are you heading back to the castle? Hey! I knew it. What can you do? It's smash for you. Hey, Grimmer. Is it you, right? It's had a run since we haven't seen each other in forever. Thanks for this. Sure, no problem. Definitely not gonna survive this, but oh well. Valid continuation, am I right, guys? Am I right? Nobody knows what you're talking about. Of course you guys don't. Y'all are lame! Oh, my dude, if you're standing in the corner, that shit's easy to see. So, mind facing me instead? It might cost me my life, but I can at least send you flying out of the castle. Grimmer, I see. So you're Grimmer the Sage. Savior from the Fey era familiar. Now your servant has been summoned to the era of the High Queen. You still haven't learned. Sure. Let's go with that. What do you mean, let's go with that? Yes, but actually no, but actually yes, and don't worry about it. He realized she ran back inside. He was like, well, this is either stupid shit or actual intellectual shit. Why can't I ever pair up with someone who isn't a reckless asshole? Her Majesty said I should dispose of you, so I will. I don't suppose you have any last words. Yeah, I do, actually. Oh, and what would that be? Bye. He just fucking legs it. Thanks for the hydrate. Oh, sure. Take too long to get through them all. Besides, we're both outsiders in Fairy Britain anyways. So let's just have fun, not worry about the rest. Sitting here voice acting myself, so hell yeah. Wow, you even deflected that one. Guess your skin's really tougher than Gawain's. But unfortunately for you, I don't care how tough your skin is. I only care about what's under it. I want to touch your muscles once they're all exposed, gushing blood. I want to make a belt from your guts. That sounds gross. And very unfashionable. Well, go on, big guy. Scream for me. Scream from your insides being twisted all around. You'll be just like an old doll nobody wants to play with. Imagine walking and feeling a sword break after barely touching your skin. Bro is fucked up.
Hey, watch it, milady. You almost got blood on me. I'm about to see an old friend here, you know. I gotta look my best.
Shit, well, time to run. Oh, please. You were practically drenched in blood just a little while ago. Anyways, check this out, Beryl. See how miserable Boggart looks. First, a little charm to protect his soul into his likeness. And look, I can move him however I like. First, we bend the arms, then we bend the legs, and... That's the ugliest marionette I've ever seen. This spell you taught me is hilarious. Oh, that one. That's called fetish. I hope that's not what it's actually called. Silently sneaking away, all these dumbasses are distracted. But beyond me, since you're a fairy, it's obviously no problem for you. If anything, looks like a perfect fit for you. If I don't think you're gonna take it to... You were gonna take to it this much. Fetish? What a silly name. Okay, I'm gonna make this my noble phantasm. Whoever I use this on will be my plaything, for they even know it's happening. They'll be mine to do with as I please, for they even know it's being done to them. Oh, this is awesome. I love it. Face left, face right. Put your hand together in prayer. Ah, can't think of a more pathetic way to die.
Damn you, Tristan! I'll never fall to the likes of...
Just shut up and die already. How the hell are you still alive and your heart's been torn to pieces anyways?
Well there, my lady. Don't finish him off just yet. Keep it cool for now. I still need him alive for one last thing. At least for a little longer. Well, speak of the devil. Guess your wifey really loves you, huh, Mr. Lore? I'm kind of jealous.
You wanted to beat the shit out of her. I mean, yeah, she's pretty awful in this iteration of her. I'm more distracted by Beryl. Boggart, are you okay?
Why?
Hang on, Mash. Can't you slow down what the hell? Why is Boggart all bloody and floating in the air? That girl sitting on the throne does this to him? Hold on, Boggart. I'll get you down from there. What do I walk into?
Oh there, not so fast. Want Boggart to live, you better not move a muscle. You did come here to save him, right? How about we start with a nice, peaceful discussion? After all, you're never too big on fighting and stuff, right, Mash? You know who I am, don't you? I'm afraid I don't.
I might want to fight. Well, here's a table for you. Yeah, let's just never use this sword I have on my hip.
Have your memories right now, right? Oh, yeah, I've heard. What was his name again? Mikey, Minky, Funky... whatever it was, he told me all about it. Man, you sure have been through a lot, huh, Mash? I can only imagine how hard it was for you.
I know a sword, she's a giant-ass tank-built table. And when that fails, turn that table into a gun.
Don't you worry. My name's Beryl Guts. I'm here to rescue you from your hardship in this strange land.
Don't be fooled by this pretty face. Behind the mind filled with information about your past. Now come on. Let's go back to New Darlington and have some fun, just like we used to. Don't trust him, Mash. He's bad news. Lancelot was a bad matchup for us because she was just too strong. He's just bad. No matter how strong or weak he might be, he reeks of blood down to his soul.
That fails, just transform button and then shift that into an anti-material rifle.
I feel the same way if I did know him. Still tell I shouldn't trust anything he says. Ouch, that hurts, Mash. What happened to you? First you lost your memory, then you lose your way. Oh right, I see. Must have gotten mixed up with the wrong kind of fairies. Hey, I don't blame you. If I went palling around with a bunch of broke-ass bandits, I'd probably have trouble trusting people too. But hey, don't worry, I'm still the same. What happened to the fairy who told you about me? Tell me, where's Winky now? I can't tell you that. I mean, I don't know or care where fairies go when they die, right? You... Huh? Who said you could move? No way! That hurt! I heard you throwing people against walls, but I never heard a wall thrown against me! Get him, Mash! Yikes, guess I better do something before you literally turn me into mincemeat! Truth is, Mash, neither me nor that Tam Lin there can beat you now. Not when you're a Tam Lin named after that Galahad. The greatest knight the round table ever produced. Also, you're crushing my ribs. So I'm afraid we've got no choice but play dirty. Do it, Tristan! You got it, like this, right? See your beloved boggart dangling outside the castle walls now? All I have to do is release this threat and he'll hit the ground head first.
You know what? If you want to aim that table, aim it at him and just charge. You should be fine.
Hanging on by a thread in more ways than one. I think it'll be enough to finish him off. Now, how much longer you gonna keep making moves on my man? Your man, you can have him. Just chucks him at her. Not the response I was expecting. Phew, thanks, Lady Spino. I swear.
I would jump, catch him. Also your man. What the fuck? He's yours. I said mutant no matter.
How did you know exactly what I had in mind? You're a genius. Of course I knew, Beryl. This is us we're talking about. I know just what's going to happen next, too. What do you want? Doesn't seem like you're here to capture the Child of Prophecy. I mean, that is. Well, technically we did come here to kill the Child of Prophecy. Whether we do or not kinda depends. See, we're actually in more dire straits here than we might seem. Even together, me and Spinel are no match for you. And you'll never forgive us for tormenting Boggart there.
Also, she is dating that knucklehead. Well, that makes sense if she is one as well.
Dating's a strong word. Burl's using her.
I would not put what they have as an actual relationship.
Mostly because it's Beryl. So if he dies here, it's obvious we'll be the next ones to bite it. You went nuts? That's not much we can do about it.
Bro, she finds out he's using her. That man ain't seen the light of day.
Yeah. Pretty sure by that time, she couldn't do anything about it, but we'll get to that. Suppose you're right. I don't think I could stop myself either. Right? Should I propose a little wager? I'll let you on the secret. I'm Morgan's master.
He would sleep, and then wake up in the Shadow Realm.
How the hell did I end up here?
Alright, guess you don't know what a master is now, do you? Basically, I'm kind of like Morgan's husband.
Even that isn't accurate, let's be honest. You are husband in name only. You get to live in her house and not die. That is the extent of your relationship with her.
Kill me, both Morgan and I will lose at least half their strength. So any child of prophecy worth her salt, or shield as it were, would never pass up this chance.
When I lie. Hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Doppel, a doppelganger VTuber. We're playing Fake Grand Order today. Actually, that shit is 0.01%. He screwed up. That man is dumb.
Like I said earlier, not even the two of us combined can stop you now.
Can I spell damn? Yes, you can. Dommed is still a very accurate statement, though.
Well, I hate to say this after I went through all the trouble of putting this show together. All would be for nothing if we fought. Or at least that would be the case if we didn't have our little insurance policy here. Understood.
So you want me to let you two go in exchange for Boggart's life? I need to choose between killing you and saving him.
No, I don't think we need to bother with that. Now Boggart's bleeding out.
The thread keeping Boggart in the air snapped. Beryl Guts was right. He did know the girl well. He knew that with the thread gone, she wouldn't hesitate to dive into Boggart to save his life. Boggart!
See? Even with her memories gone, she's still the same old Mash. As far as I'm concerned, doesn't matter, she never gets over her amnesia.
Beryl Guts' laughter echoed through the ruins of the castle after he had finished snickering at the girl's desperate rescue attempt. Have an idea? Throw the shield at the idiot with the glasses. Catch him with your free hands. Just yeets. Yeets the shield, dives, catches Boggart, just fucking flies back like a boomerang. Just hear a Habitrot shout, "That was fucking sick!"
Okay, now we just have to bring this black barrel thing back with... Hey, Lady Spinel, what happened to the giant 3-meter long cannon that was just here? Don't tell me it fell too.
Seriously? What do you mean, seriously? Do you see the room you're in? It's falling apart. All you hear is a shield connecting with the prick dressed and the idiot with the glasses. All you hear is, yo, that's sick. That shit was sick. Sorry, so absorbed in it that I didn't see what happened to it.
Oh well, guess I can't blame you for that. Besides, no biggie.
3-meter long cannon, that shit is gone. Brother, you ain't seen it again. Not unless you're at the other end of it. Meant pink. Ah, gotcha.
Alright, Lady Spino, I think we had enough fun for one night. What do you think? Say we head back home.
Side note, I don't know how you're expecting to get the Black Barrel back. If you just call them by their names. Understandable. The valley or the sea, Bowen. Pick one. Hi, Murder. Welcome to the stream. We're playing more Avalon today, at long last. Yeah, how are they expecting to get the Black Barrel home? That's the question. No way Beryl is picking that thing up and carried it all the way back. It's heavy as shit. There's no way he can. And it's made of iron, so there's no chance the fairies are helping him. Left the house at 10 a.m. Just got settled at 7 p.m. That sucks. How the hell are they gonna... Yeah. I mean, how are they getting the cannon back? I don't remember how they did. I know they do, but I don't remember how. Some nonsense. Are you sure? What about that mash girl? I thought you really wanted her.
Not sure. Remember how Morgan said to leave her alone. Besides, no one but Lancelot can take her now. Anyways, I'm just gonna think of another way to make her mine.
I see, so she's stronger than I am. That little brat. So excited to tear her apart. Is it okay if I kill the fairies here? You know, blow off some steam before I die from the stress. There are fairies still alive in this room?
Oh, don't worry. Just to change our approach. Remember what I told you before? If you can't hurt the outside, rot the inside. If Mash wants to rescue people as a child of prophecy, we'll let her do just that. That way, it'll just be a matter of time till she feels her own conscience weighing down on her. The more she goes around passing herself off the child of prophecy, the more despondent she'll end up.
Oh, he sees me throwing the shield of the pink dressed bitch. We're gonna Captain America our way through this shit.
That's just how things seem to work in the land of the Fae.
And you're right, I will. When Captain America throws his mighty shield. I don't know what Captain America is, but here it goes! In the span of a few seconds. All I feel is that shit connected. Damn, she out cold. All in the span of a few seconds, it took the two figures to fall from the castle keep to the courtyard. The girl made a desperate dash down the castle wall, cradled Boggart in her arms, and turned to absorb the brunt of the impact herself. But she was running down the wall? That's sick. Though she knew it was the only thing she could do to keep Boggart alive, she hadn't accounted for his weight being added to her fall. Damn, her legs hate her. Even she couldn't help but experience a short bout of dizziness upon standing up. Oh yeah, no biggie. Running down and then falling from a castle keep, all she feels a little dizzy. Servants, they're built different. I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you, Boggart? You alright? I don't think he's alright. She takes the rest of the day, and next thing she feels her legs just say, fuck her!
More or less. Size. My second time falling from that height.
Oh yeah, the first time I chucked you. Though panting and out of breath, Boggart's flippant remarks were as cutting as ever. The girl gave a sigh of relief, and that relief proved short-lived. Boggart's body was cold as stone, his breathing faint and shallow. We need to get you a medic right away, but I'm afraid everyone else in the castle is.
It's alright. I know all the medics are gone.
Just imagine a guard seeing that shit, that man was safe. Fuck, how the hell are you only just dizzy? Don't worry about me, worry about Boggart. Nah, he's fucked. How are you just dizzy? Man does not live in jack shit.
I can hear the sounds of swords clashing, flames spreading, my soldiers' battle cries and death throes.
So the enemy has made it inside the castle.
Yes, they have. By the time I got back, it was already too late.
Why did you? Never mind. Just take me to the rear gate. I trust you can do that, since you came all this way from me.
Of course, but Habitrot still isn't... I'm here. I can fly, unlike you two. Right here. Can't believe you just jumped out the castle like that. Still, it did turn out to be the fastest way to escape, so I guess it all worked out. Oh, thank goodness. Guess I should have known you'd be light to your feet, Habicat. You know it, plus my spinning wheel here actually flies a bit. Trust me, a lot more versatile than it looks. Don't call me Habicat. Makes me too happy. Right. Okay, I'm gonna take Boggart to the rear gate. Would you cover me, Habitrot?
Habitrot nodded, of course. The girl tried to lift Boggart's great bulk. Only to realize the magical energy that had been surging through her moments ago had vanished. Between her battle with Lancelot and the fall she had just taken, she had long since reached her limit.
You fool. Tam Lin or not, you're still half human.
Stop, Boggart. You mustn't. You're in no condition to carry me. Please put me down. I can walk on my own.
Don't be ridiculous. You don't even have the strength to escape my grasp. Come, the rear gate's this way. Hurry.
Boggart picked the girl up roughly and staggered forward as quickly as his bloody body could move, which of course, not very quick at all. But he kept on, slowly but surely, like a groom carrying his bride across a threshold.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
Please don't vomit on me, Lord Boggart. Oh man, I think it's even worse now. There's more fairies packed in front of the gate now than ever, Boggart. No way you can get close without the Queen's soldiers spotting us.
But at that point, Habitrot had been able to keep them away from the Queen's soldiers. They just sent her ass fly, just chucking her at full strength.
Fly, Mash, fly!
That luck was not to last. They were to approach the gate now, all eyes would be on Boggart and the Child of Prophecy.
You're right. It's fortunate the gate's already open, but at this rate... No. We still get out through the gate if we stay here. Only a matter of time till they find us anyways. Thanks to you two, I've got a good deal of my strength back. I can run now.
No, the fuck you can't.
So my citizens still can't make up their minds about whether they should stay or go. I have to help them escape. Keep your head down until we're outside, Child of Prophecy. I don't want you drawing attention to yourself now.
Okay, if you say so.
Alright, let's go. What are you fools doing? Castle's fallen. The battle on the main street's over. The Queen's soldiers are headed this way. Escape through the rear gate and get to the twisted hole in the Thistle Hill. I trusted you know what I mean by that, my fellow Sheffielders.
Lord Boggart, you're alive! The Thistle Hill's twisted hole is a one-way road. That's where the night call.
That's where I'm going. If any of you have any other prospects, you're free to take them, but don't stay here. Don't you hear that? Gawain's black dogs, the main force of the Queen's army, are headed this way.
Eh!
At Boggart's command, the fairies began scrambling through the rear gate. As he carried the girl in his arms, Boggart himself continued to walk through the gate slowly, calmly, setting an example to keep the nearby fairies from panicking.
Impressed, Boggart, but I think getting them outside gonna help. Look behind us, the Queen's army's really hot on our heels. We're gonna catch up to these fairies in no time unless someone closes the gate. Huh? The gate's closing. Wow, Boggart, I'm impressed. Instead, do that automatically when you pass through it?
Yes, I suppose by some curious stroke of luck it was.
Hearing Boggart speak through clenched teeth, the girl sensed something was amiss. She lifted her head and turned to look back, at the now far-off gate.
Please, wait. Please. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for rescuing me that day. Thank you for giving me a name. Thanks for always smiling at me.
Still cradled in Boggart's arms, the girl gathered all of her strength to wave at the two fairies, with the bright smile she could muster.
Can't believe it! Boggart's still alive! Is that Mash there with him? Then she must have made it back in time to save him! That's great! Can't believe she pulled it off! But with the gate still open. Ah, crap! Even at this distance, Mash is looking real pale. Lancelot must have gotten her. That must be why Boggart's carrying her. Hey, at least now they can get away. What a relief. Come on, Rob, let's go after them. It's our chance to try with Mash again. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. Hell, maybe we could even make Boggart part of the gang. You're the perfect bodyguard. That way Mash's job be a little easier too. Bet Winky wouldn't be too happy about it though. Before we get that, something else we gotta do first. Huh? What do you mean, Rob? Is it important? Yep, really important. The only ones who can do it. I can't do it alone. No, then we have to do Wag. Hey, you okay, Rob? Something wrong. Whatever it is, you can tell me. I'm my big brother. Whatever you want to do, I'm game. Thanks, Wag. Alright then. Let's go close the gate. Don't worry. I still remember what you told me before. All I have to do is lower the level to close the gate. Destroy the safety mechanism so they can't be opened again. I'll trap the Queen soldier inside for a good while. But Rob, that mean we... Now I gotcha. Okay, Rob. Leave it to me. Can at least say goodbye, right? We want Mash to worry about us. No, we wouldn't. And the Queen's soldiers are gonna break into the guardhouse anyways. Might as well run up to the top of the gate. And there. Okay. Good. Just made eye contact with Boggart. Sharper than he looks. Sure he'll figure it out what's going on.
What are you fools doing?
Boggart's resonating voice rang throughout the town square. While it did snap the fairies out of their panic, it also alerted the Queen's army to their location. Okay, let's do this, Wag. You know, who's the most excited I've been since we got to Fairy Britain? You said it, Rob. Might have been in all sorts of trouble before. Life wasn't always easy here. Now I'm really glad we came. Oh, he is not long for this world, I assure you. And so the two brothers closed the gate. Goes without saying, the Queen's soldiers were none too pleased. Once they found the fairies hiding in the guardhouses, the pair became the targets of the army's frustration. The brothers saw Boggart shrinking into the distance, his arm, the girl looking back at them. Look, Rob, it's Mash! She sees us! Hey, Mash! Glad you're okay! I wish I was smart enough to say this better, but thanks for saving our lives! Thanks for everything! Rob looked with sadness and pride as his brother happily waving at the girl. The sound of the boots echoed louder from downstairs. Soon the brothers' journey would be over. You know, when your life on the line, protect what's important to you. Kinda nice. Oh, screw it. Who cares about the Queen's soldiers? I'm gonna wave to her too. Bye, Mash. Take care. Don't worry about us. Laid us back and then some long ago. Thanks again for saving us. Prophecy or no prophecy, we're just not ever met. I wouldn't have it any other way. You're a dumbass, you goblin. Yeah, but they're sweet. The best trip I ever had. I'll never forget it. Rest in peace. Later, some of the knights went to search for the escapees, but Boggart and the others were nowhere to be seen, and so the Battle of Sheffield came to an end, with the voices of the two fairies waving right up to their final moments. Hip to you both, goblins. Poor guys. The fairies who escaped from Sheffield evacuated to a cave north of the city. The twisted hold of Thistlefield, a dread cave known to be a home to a single night call. Boggart said he had readied the cave to serve as a shelter in the event of an emergency. He said he had defeated the night call himself and it was now a practically safe hideout. Naturally contained stores of food for humans and the fairies' favorite kind of oak tree. Boggart had done his duty as the Lord of Sheffield, but now... Forget if you have a Discord or not. I don't have a personal one, but I share one with Ina, because Ina has like a collective one. I don't remember how to get the invites. I'll have to look for that later. I eventually just need to put that in my link tree or something. Because I keep losing it, but I'd be able to find it if I just put it in my link tree. Because that'd be convenient. And then I could connect it in my Twitch and whatnot. Please, Lord Boggart, drink this. This thistle morning dew. Should at least keep you from getting parched. Boggart had gone still. His body horribly cold. The light drained from his eyes. His strength hadn't really returned. His march to safety had been one final act of defiance from the Lord of Sheffield. Child of Prophecy, are you there? Yes, Lord Boggart, I'm right here. Lord, well that makes sense. The fairies here after all. Cave leads to eastern Advenna. Britain's ley-line caverns. Yeah, he died. Yeah, he is. They can take you to any other city without needing to set foot above ground. Use them to make your escape. Guards, now that you're shaking the Queen's pursuers, you're to remain here for the time being. Whatever you do not ask Crockner-Rubber for protection. She may be magnanimous to those who join her. She's ruthless to any who try to leave. Little better than Morgan. If you must seek help, go south, find the round table. Ugh. Lord Boggart, please, you need to rest. Don't worry, my fellow guards and I will keep the people of Sheffield safe. People of Sheffield, I built Sheffield out of anger. At being banished from Northwich 100 years ago. I never realized until now. I cared for it more than I realized. Being the lord of this domain and its people, it gave me a fiery sense of purpose. Yes, I did hate Morgan. I hated Woodrose and Spriggan too. I wanted to rule Fairy Britain to get revenge on all of them. The truth is, I wanted to protect Norwich as well. I wanted to save my people, to live up to their expectations of me. Above all, I wanted to go back home. Back to that city of stinky ocean wind and antsy crass fairies. How strange. I always thought I hated the city's breathless atmosphere. Do you understand these odd feelings, child of prophecy? Yes, I do. You described a hometown. Your hometown.
Right from the start, you were rallying soldiers just so you could save Northwich, Lord Boggart.
I must have been more transparent than I thought. Tell me, child of prophecy, you who hates war, what happened to that iron cylinder?
Shook her head from side to side, unsure if Boggart could even see her.
I see. These iron willingly gave you an excuse to escape. I don't regret anything I did as Lord of Sheffield, but MASH, right to the end I wanted.
And so Boggart quietly breathed his last. Even as the fairies grieved the loss of their lord, they were troubled by worry over what tomorrow may bring. But just when the moon in the cave couldn't get any more despondent, the lone girl raised her head with a strong sense of purpose.
Lady Mash, where are you going with your shield?
Hey, she's not Boggart's wife anymore, so what are you gonna do now, Mash? That shit hit hard, yeah. It really did. Boggart was really rough around the edges, but in the end he tried to be a solid guy. What he wanted was admirable. It's unfortunate. I'm going to Northwich.
Northwich? Lady Mash, by yourself?
Yes, not because I may be the child of prophecy. Going because Northwich needs help. So rewind, I hear his wife. Damn, I slow at it. He was taking wives every so often. And just to have someone there as sort of a figurehead. It was more something for the moral, or the morality of, not morality, morale of the city. And MASH was his most recent one. Right now, I want to save it more than anything. I feel like that's what I have to do.
Then we'll come with you. It's our job to keep the child of prophecy safe.
Don't be daft. You guys' job is to protect the townspeople, right? I know how you feel, but you can't just abandon your post like that. Not unless you want Boggart haunting you from the afterlife.
Well, yes, that's true, but you can't send Lady Mash out alone.
You won't be alone. I'm going with her. Plus, we have a guide right here.
Bork Bork.
Mr. Wolf knew you would stay with me. The wolf turned without so much as a sound and began walking away. Deep into the dark caverns that led to the labyrinth known as Odvenia. Mean we're leaving right now? Somebody's impatient. Then again, I guess time isn't exactly on our side. We're going to take Odvenia. It'll take us over a week to get to Northwich. Since there's no telling when this calamity pool might make a move, we don't have time to rest.
I suppose you're right. The Odvenia is a dangerous place. We'd always slow Lady Mash if we went along. Good luck, Lady Mash. Thank you for bringing Lord Boggart back to us.
Not at all. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourselves, everyone. I'm off to save Northwich as the Knight of Sheffield. Maybe I'll remember who the hell I am. And so the girl's journey truly began. While there were other dangers for her to overcome in Odvenia, those stories will have to wait for another time. Here's me to use AI chat apps to help with the voice acting or whatever I decide to do. I mean, if that's how you practice. I've never used any of those things though. I avoid anything with that type of AI work in it. The other child of prophecies would make her way through the labyrinth, befriending new fairies along the way, to arrive in the fateful city of Northwich. Yeah, I use it for practice. It's actually fairly good, surprisingly.
I just don't mess with any of that. What will happen there, you'll just have to see in the main story. What a way to phrase that. I wonder when the cutoff for part 1 and 2 was. I actually don't remember. Tiny Oberon, away! Nothing here. Nothing here. And nothing here. Except for a big doom cloud in the sky.
And that's where things are standing in Britain. Get it now? You mean you travelled across all Britain in only 2 days, in that tiny body no less? It was tight enough to make the end of the year rush feel like a leisurely trip. I hope you get to that too. You get that too? No, sorry, I don't get it at all. This feels like I've been subjected to a slideshow, somebody else's vacation. You gotta fill us in on at least a few specifics. All I got from that slideshow was peaceful, peaceful, dangerous, peaceful, gobsmacked. Zzz. Hey, wake up! Sorry about that. I always lose a bit of intelligence when I switch to my recon form. Long story short, nothing major is happening in Gloucester or Salisbury. In Camelot, rumor has it the Queen's been preparing some kind of massive spell. The Calamity Pool is apparently going to tear through Northwich in a few days. And in Sheffield, the stronghold up north. Well, I didn't learn much anything there, since there was no one there anymore. You say it was still so soon to go to Northwich before? All I can say is that the time is now right. You and Da Vinci serious about saving Britain now. And for the first time, Victoria, his companion, she knows she can depend on. Not to mention more Mossa's extra muscle. Honestly, I wish we still had at least a little more firepower to work with, but this is probably the best we're gonna hope for. What about me? I'm not even considering you a part of the main cast. Aw, don't worry, we consider you part of the main cast. Hooray! After all, there really isn't any time to spare. If you're going to Norwich, it's now or never. Is that really it? Or sure there's another reason? Honest, you didn't seem like yourself when you were telling us about Sheffield. Hey, you mean? Don't be silly. Of course I was myself. The idea is that we're lucky we might have just gained a powerful new ally from Sheffield and never even crossed my mind. Besides, I said we were just taking a short break here, right? Not a good idea to stay in one place for too long, right? Right now, you guys have a lot of eyes on you after all. I mean, it'd be nice to have a proper base, but my force isn't cut for that. If enemies were to invade us here, it wouldn't even last a day. Now, Chef! Whoops, sorry. That just slipped out. Anyways, the most important thing we need now is more allies. That's why I'm saying Northwich should be our next stop. You get it right, Tiramisu? I heard that declaration she made too. He knows as well as I do that Artoria needs to be a good child of prophecy now, with confidence. What you need to be a good child of prophecy now is confidence, and get some accomplishments under her belt. Exactly. She's gonna save all Britain. Best way to get started is by saving a city.
No, I got it, sure. She can get rid of a calamity that even Queen Morgan's given up on. They'll change the child of prophecy from rumor to reality. Nobody will doubt she's the real deal after that.
I mean, that's true, but
Not sure if I'm powerful enough to get rid of a calamity pool just yet. Oh, sure you are. As long as you still got that kind of spirit you showed at the auction house, you can do anything. Worst case, it'll be a learning experience. Don't worry if you end up falling to pieces over it. I'll pick 'em back up for you. Besides, isn't being reckless kind of your thing? You know what I'm talking about, right, Tiramisu?
Drew, the spirit you showed at the auction house should definitely get us through this.
What do you mean? Always place things safe. That's right, she does, yeah! That's right, she does, yeah! I can't remember what kind of voice I had. Artoria's like a big fuzzy bear who's got it all. Bravery, spirit, speed, that works. The works, I just know. I'm so sure that she'll find a way to save Northwich too.
Who's this? No idea.
Let's get going right now. Come on. Northwich calamity awaits us. Together, I know we can all save Britain.
Oh, we're just looking at each other.
Who invited her?
Anyone else know her? Nope, 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 nope.
Who are you?
I was trying to remember if we actually had ran into her before.
Oh, yes. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Gareth of Vagrant with plans to become Artoria's attendant.
I've actually been in the game for a long time.
You're here! Lunch, lunch! Oh, thanks. Real nice of you guys to feed me like this. Man, all the fruit you've been giving me these last 2 days has been so yummy. Voice is great. I'm sorry, but can we get back on track? It sounds like... That's right, I've been following you guys since we left Gloucester. Well, since you left the auction house specifically. The way you handled Tristan was amazing. Every fairy scared to death of her. You all totally shut her down, and verbally and magecraftily. I have been eating up my vegetables every day for 16 years for nothing. Start over with a parlor trick class for babies. Ah, just remembering those classic lines makes me want to improve my own vocabulary. Anyways, that was when I knew without a doubt that you were the master I meant to serve. And of course, I've been observing your exploits after Gloucester too. You didn't hesitate to help fairies in need, no matter how shitty they seemed. I don't know any of the other fairies in all Britain who could trust others like you have. I don't know how much of Ansel's prophecy or whatever the rumours say. But I do know your distance saved Britain. So please, Artoria, please let me come with you on your pilgrimage. I know I'm just a low-class fairy, but when floating from city to city, you turn out I'm certain I can be of use to you. Gosh, I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I'm not really anything special to be someone's lord. I don't know.
You do know you got a huge grin on your face, right, Artoria?
I do. Okay, Artoria, deep breaths, deep breaths. Let me ask you something. What do you want to be? Why do you want to be Artoria's attendant? You said you're not interested in either Ansel's prophecy or the rumours, right? So you don't believe in the child of prophecy. What devoted yourself to her? Well, to be honest, I really haven't been a Vargan up until now. Well, just been a Vargan up till now. I don't even know what kind of fairy I am. I'm not part of the Wind Clan or the Earth Clan or the Fang Clan. I'm especially not good at anything. One thing I always had is a purpose. This time, I want to keep everyone safe. This time, I want to be able to put up a real fight. And I want to help all the people I see suffering everywhere I go. That's always been my purpose. But I'm not very strong. All I really do is bite my tongue and grit my teeth. So far I've only managed to get by using my own weapons to destroy Moors. Then one day, I saw one of the Queen's Tam Lin from a distance. I immediately thought, what a mega! I want to be a knight like that.
I want to be a knight who can keep everyone safe. I want to serve a king I can truly respect. Soon after, I heard Queen Morgan was actually a bad king. The whole job of the Tam Lin was killing Moors. I thought my dream would never come true in Britain as it stands now. But then, I heard that a fairy would save all of Britain would be up for auction. Even though I didn't have much hope, I snuck in to see for myself. Then I had a fateful encounter with Artoria there. My dream of becoming a knight finally coming true. And well, I haven't come true just yet. Feels like I may as well have, so. Anyways, that's my reason. Now, do you understand why I want to serve it? Yes, I'll get it. It looks to me, we'll just have to let you come along then. I thought Morgan might have sent you here to spy us, but no spider would be so awkward. And since it looks like Artoria in Tennessee, you are in favour of you joining us, I have no objections. Besides, we always use more fighters on our side. Glad to have you, Gareth. By the way, you said you didn't know what kind of fairy you were. Well, now you do. Since you're Artoria's first retainer, that makes you Gareth the Squire. Yeah, look at her happy face. Ah, Gareth is precious. Let's see. I was losing my aerial drive. Oh, there it is. Also, we got Jean for the stream account. Hooray! I chanced it recently and I got her. Alrighty, let's start with this. Right. Should have used that. Boom, boom, boom. We wasted some power, but oh well. This should nuke the first line. And then, boom, boom, boom. Get him, Gareth. Hell yeah. You go, girl.
もちろん
Alright, boom, boom,
やり
boom.
ますここで立ちはだかるな
Destructo Disc.
ここまでやれば
That's a cat. A very familiar cat.
運命ですから自分でもよくわからないのですが目を背けないであれはいつか見た終わりの星
That is a
どれほど
Tomino
遠く汚れても
cat.
私は星を探すのですさあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン
Alright, run her through!
内側お任せしたなこれが答えだバッすなわちら近いぶっちぎ
That bitch just stole all of our charge. What an asshole.
楽しくなるでしょよく狙うぞまっすぐ年で死になさいお待たせしたなこれが答えだ生つすら
Oh, this is becoming a problem.
白兵戦行きます結構素早いので
Alright, let's see. Boom,
よ
boom.
いい判断もちろん逃がすものかアコードここでまっすぐバッすなわちら近いぶっちぎ
Oh, she's getting too much of that. I'm not to the last. Oh, that is a problem.
結構器用なのでさあどこから潰したの今のうちに準備でいいよく言いました狙うぞ死になさい内側年交代します
Oh, that's a problem. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's a problem. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
もちろんやりますそっちやっ全力でこれが手加減だ
Okay, she consumed all the stacks to do this.
私ともあろう
Oh, they're down. That sucks.
優雅さがあるといいのですけど前例を見せる正面受けて立つお任せいいですはい
QB.
取った
Oh,
まだまだ
slice and dice. There we go.
ストライクエア眠ってきたのである参りますねステップはこれでとすみません
Jean time.
楽しいです
Ah, look at these new
ドレスが汚れません
beautiful animations. Mm.
バッすなわちらタイム生つすら
Stunner, 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 stunner. That didn't work. Okay, damn it.
この瞬間手を重ねましょう
Do this. Do
こ
this.
の道に勝利いいですねはい
Go ahead, let's finish her. If we can. This artillery isn't well built yet. There we go. I got her. Oh shit, on a brick. Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't see her pop a guts or nothing, but nah, it's just so she could retreat. I don't know what this was, but it was ridiculous.
No combo, Gary. That was great. Thanks, Satoria. I was afraid we might get wiped out back there, but we won no problem.
Who's Okiku, and what was she doing here?
I'm a real bad feeling about this. Let's just hope this isn't the start of something.
I don't think I've ever seen that fairy here before. Maybe she's just trademarked this area as her territory. Anyways, that's great stuff, guys. Tabasu, Da Vinci, Otoria, why don't you three go back to the carriage? Gareth, Murmosa, why don't you two continue to escort Red Brit? Or the Beast and Bandits to think he's easy pickings if he looks like he's out on his own. No problem. I've always been a fast runner.
That's fair. Da Vinci escorting him will attract more attention. Better have someone who's more intimidating out there.
So how long till we reach Northwich at this pace?
About another 2 days or so. Assuming we don't run into any trouble along the way, of course. And by trouble I don't mean the kind of wild fairy attack we just dealt with. That stuff's just life out here. No, I'm more concerned about what's run into some of the Queen's soldiers. That's why they've been having us go at a more relaxed pace. A horse-drawn carriage tearing ass through town is bound to draw unwanted attention, you know. The last thing we need to do is pull over and have our cargo inspected. Does that mean there are wanted posters of the Child of Prophecy, that is, Artoria now? No, Artoria's fine. They think she's just another fairy from the sticks. Her problem is Tiramisu. And generally it's against the laws to take civilian humans outside city limits. So some soldiers start questioning us about who she is and which clan she belongs to. We'll only be able to play dumb for so long. So straight up police interrogation. That's about the level of authoritarian crap I'd expect from Morgan. Yep, which is why we're taking it slow for now. If things would get too hostile, we'll throw caution to the wind. By the way, Otoria, is this your first time going to Northwich? It's always wanted to go though. The whole city of Smith sounds amazing.
I thought fairies hated iron.
Wind Clan definitely does. Earth Clan sees it as a precious resource. Its iron weapons all fairy say. I don't have much of an issue with the iron buildings or daily necessities. Where your neighbours do tend to complain you work with iron frequently, that's just a sign of a good smith. It's a shame your first visit to Northwich will be while it's in such a state. The fact is, your first big opportunity to turn things around. In fact, I'd say how you handle things in Northwich will set the tone for what happens to all of Britain. Remember the prophecy? A city of iron, a sea of soot. When the calamity recedes, a pilgrimage begins. It's definitely talking about Northwich. Most of the prophecy is pretty abstract, but that's a pretty clear statement of where to go and what to do there. And this is going to be a battle neither we nor Artoria is afraid to lose. Can afford to lose. Indeed, whether she's real or imposter, the Child of Prophecy has to save Northwich. But on the other hand, it's also plausible that disaster won't fall Northwich until the Child of Prophecy goes there. So I don't know what we really need to rush. For all we know, there could be this will be our last peaceful journey together. Might as well enjoy it. Oh right, it's your first time travelling east of Salisbury too, isn't it, Tiramisu? We're passing by Oxford soon. Take a look while you can. Woodrow's had the Feng clans based there. Also home to one of the bells the Child of Prophecy will have to ring. So we're not going to stop there. No, we're not.
Well, I'd love to show you guys all the restaurants there. We can't risk Woodrow's finding us. Wouldn't even be interested in our value like Murian. He'd try to kill us on the spot. So there won't be any room for peaceful discussion there, huh? That means we'll have to fight our way to Oxford's Bell. All afraid be our only option, yes. Now the Tam Lin or Queen's chief players. Woodrow's might not have the same power he once did, but the Fang clan's still Fairy Britain's primary military force. So we won't be able to storm Oxford for some time to come. That means we'll eventually have to fight there. Well, yes, if we're going to ring the bells, we won't have a choice. Lords like Aura and Murian, who don't want to see their cities turned to war zones, the exception rather than the rule. Besides, not like Oxford's hasn't already seen more than its share of bloodshed. 1200 years ago, in year 800 of the era of High Queen, this area belonged to the Wing clan. Then the Fang clan came, took it by force, leaving not one Ling clan fairy alive. Then Murray and Glassmer must be... Possibly it might be the only survivor there somewhere. There are other survivors out there somewhere, but as far as I know, Miriam's the last of the Wing clan left. Lord of Oxford's office. Welcome back, Lord Woodrow's. I'm sure you must have exhausted from your latest trip to Camelot. I'll say, that meeting was a complete waste of time. We didn't get so much as a single real answer. There were more hangers-on than ever before, too. I swear, meetings with the High Queen get more tiresome every year. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is the other clans. Can you believe Spriggan and I were the only clan heads to attend in person? Crocknerubba, a traitor. Murian, a coward. And else refuse to come out of hiding. All they care about are themselves. They don't give any thought to the future of this kingdom, or and I are the only decent rulers this place has. Indeed, sir, no one cares more about Fairy Britain than you. I only hope you and Her Majesty tell them on as soon as possible. Yes, good point. Fairy Britain does need a strong hand to rule it. But then, damn barrel of guts came along. After all my hard work, he just shows up out of nowhere, claims the High Queen's hand for himself. So what if he's a mage from a foreign land? Where does a mere human get off stealing a march on my woman? Lord Woodrow's? Pardon me, Lord Oxford. I'm here to report the rat is resource management. Oh, Manoy, why'd you have to come now? After you finally earned a promotion to guard, too. Is it a bad time, Lord Oxford? Shall I come back later? It's fine, tell me. Yes, sir. Of the 60 humans that had been kept at the Western Ranch, 10 were assigned to Camelot, while the remaining 50 were assigned to us. Fine. 50 humans, we can relieve the soldiers suffering from more disease of... not exactly, sir. The remaining 50 were all taken to Manchester under Lady Gawaine's supervision. She said she needed to be re-educated. She what? That insolent little thing confiscated my humans without so much of a word to me! Please, Lord Woodrow's, calm yourself. Not his fault. He was just giving you a report. Silence! Why shouldn't we have to suffer? Why shouldn't have to suffer for those pathetic creatures, or we shouldn't have to suffer for these pathetic creatures at all? Wasn't for the Queen limiting the production, we could have had many humans we needed. But sir, humans are emotional creatures. Treating them like any other livestock, they stop being creative. They wouldn't provide any more nourishment for us. Britain can't afford luxuries like that right now. The Moors are growing in number by the day. We need to bolster our armaments before they swallow the entire city. Or what? Does the Queen think that Tam Lin alone can keep the Moors at bay forever? Has she completely forgotten how much we, the Fang clan, have fought for her over the years? Lord Woodrow's. Be calm, be generous. Remember, you're a knight fit for the High Queen. I'm going out for dinner. Clear out the body before I return. I told Aura
I'm told Aura has brought some fine grapes with her. Seems the Wind Clan is just as desperate to survive as we are.
Yes, sir.
So it would seem. Poor Manoi. He's a really good cook too. I said anyone who used to Lord Wood was, even though he was a human. Can't humans ever seem to understand? They'll just never be good as fairies.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that again. Do I have any good quick starters? Look at this. Quick arts. I think I hit the wrong thing. Damn it. Alright, let's see here. Blast them into nothingness. Alright, these two. Can be eliminated. Slice and dice until it's done. Oh, that worked surprisingly well. Go me. Ah, not this fucking thing again. Somebody quick kill it. I don't know what nonsense is going on, but I do not intend to stick around for whatever comes of it. Oh shit. Ow.
Alright then.
命令でいいで造作もないせい
We need to finish her fast before she recovers.
食べたアイスの写真で覚えてはいないクールダウンちょっと待って待っていろすぐに片付ける了解した命令でして目を背けないでそこだせい
I thought we said this wasn't going to be coming.
戦闘も
I'm
い
a
いです
thing.
夜会も嫌いではありませんマスター
Or
の
it better not become a
そ
thing.
れくらいの気は利かせるように
We're definitely heading towards a third of these damn things. Damn it, why's it gonna happen to me? I got no damn legends about defeating ghost cats.
The second day of travel after passing by Oxford, local animals are definitely more violent here. They dress up as shadow maids and try to punch us in the face. I wonder if this is because we're near the peak.
Near the giant hole over there?
That's right, the pit's a giant hole in the very centre of Britain. All those walls you see in the north side of the pit, that's Camelot. The sinful city Queen Morgan rules. So that's the pit. Mike told me about it. He said it's where sinister things are thrown away. He said if a fairy loses their name, they quietly disappear from their city and wind up in the western woods. But the true unwanted things, or things that can't be destroyed or won't go away, are just plain in the way, what we would basically call non-burnable trash. He said they all tossed into the pit. It sure looks pretty deep. I wonder how far down it goes. Have any idea, Muramasa?
That hole. I'd say about 10 kilometers or so. Good thing I didn't fall all the way to the bottom when Lancelot kicked me in there. I was lucky enough to catch myself on the wall before it got too deep.
Yeah, it's almost the same as the Mariana Trench.
Yeah, I'm surprised you know offhand how deep the Mariana Trench is, Tiramisu.
I don't, it was just one of the dialogue options.
Have you been there or something?
Please stop talking about the pit, everyone. It's bad luck for all of us. Even me, just looking for you. Everyone in Britain knows about the pit, and not talking about it. It's just a bad idea. Remember, those fairies we met, who were headed there to throw away some trash? They were landfill pilgrims, criminals who had been sentenced to pit duty as part of their punishment. Most fairies don't even want to talk about the pit, let alone look at it. Please keep that in mind from now on.
So they're criminals and pilgrims, isn't that...
I know, I thought there was something strange about it too. Why do they call it a pilgrimage? I mean, that word is made for the child of prophecy, right? I mean, I heard it is. There are 6 relics, first 6 fairies left behind when they died. Bell towers in each city were made to enshrine the relics and let each clan honor their roots. And as sales called this journey the child of prophecy would undertake to visit all the bell towers and rule over the clans as a pilgrimage.
You don't say. I could see that. I mean, there's no other concept I can think of. Or there's no other reason I could think of for the concept of a pilgrimage to exist here. So the word was coined just for the child of prophecy, huh? Makes a lot of sense. You mean the word pilgrimage is completely ordinary, the word Tiramisu? Yeah, you don't really have anything like religion here, do you? Okay, let's say there's a group of people who believe really strongly in a certain teaching and formed communities centered on that belief, where they all help one another. For people like that, the place where the teachings they believe in originated is considered a holy land. The trip people sometimes take to that holy land to pray is called a pilgrimage. It's one of the simplest and most important rituals around, and sometimes anyone in the world, and something anyone in the world can do. Really, so you don't have to be chosen by prophecy to go on a pilgrimage in your world?
Nope, That's one of the better things about proper human history. Everyone's equal, no one is special. I lie as easily as I breathe. You still make amends even if you do something bad, and if you do good deeds, you can still be punished if you commit a crime. At its heart, the world settles disputes through dialogue. Mostly money, let's be honest. Not to say every dispute's resolved that way. As still, today's matters can carry over tomorrow, and tomorrow's matters carried over to the day after. Since no one's there is eternal or volates away fairy. These are, in the outside world, things are pretty much always changing. Wow, that sounds like such a human way to run a kingdom. I can't do much of anything on my own, so I like the idea of a world where people can just help each other. Yeah, we do too. We're just sitting there just like, yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Again, that's true for most people in the land of Fae, so I guess it's not really fair to compare them. And for sure, the Isle of Blitten is a beautiful place. Oh yeah, it's covered in dead bodies. So what about you, Tamasi? I'm sorry, I guess it was kind of a strange way to ask, huh? I was just trying to ask what you think of your own world. And how you feel about what it is you're doing now. Ah, now I see. My world sucks. Oh, good. Hard to put into words, but I do have some concerns. Starts listing off every concern right in the world. My god, we've been here all day. I've only covered one country so far. Luckily, this list is one of the more egregious countries, so I can just sort of compare and contrast, but, you know.
Well, be damned. Didn't think the land of the Fae had bridges this great. And I guess they still don't. Damn, what happened here? The whole thing's collapsed and the pillars up. Let's screw up the construction or something.
Fire breathing went through a rainy season not too long ago. So I guess it was a combination of flooding and moles attacks that did this. Now, what do we do? Northwich just way past that hill on the other side of the River Tears here, but I don't suppose ferried horse-drawn carriages can fly, can they? Of course not. You know why the ground exists in the first place? For the romance of it. Life's hardly worth living without romance. Even if I could fly, I'd still want to run along the ground. That's just the kind of horse I am.
Right, I really don't get it, but I guess I can tell how strong feelings about it.
I'll get this as far as the carriage goes, huh? And thanks for your service, rather. Don't be ridiculous, dog ears. I'm coming too far. Too far to have pursued loyal steed to turn back now, or I've come too far. I swore on the poem I've been running along the way that I'd stay by her side to this journey's end. I'll sooner defeat you all and go home alone than let you leave me behind here. It's an awkward way to put it. That is how committed I am to this cause. I'm so committed, I'll beat the shit out of all of you to stay a part of it. That's, weirdly optimistic.
River Tees. This must be Drakel's river.
What's a Draknel? I think I remember some fairy by that name. Proper human history too, but I can't place it.
Draknel or Nightcrawls, or at least Nightcrawls are great fairies, once known as the Holy Grail of water, but
the most notable characteristic is their ability to summon the treasure you want more than anything. How's that saying go? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Take a look over there and see for yourselves. I remember those fairies who saw gathering over by the foot of the bridge. Looks like they're here for the Drakel. You won't be able to make it back if you go in the river, only because you guys are weak. Move aside, cowards, I'm going first. Drakno, can you hear my inner voice? I want a new silver axe to replace the one I lost. Be a huge help if you get me one, and oh right, there it is. I'm coming for you, Axie. There isn't much I want for myself. Lord Woodrose did order me to find a Beret? Oh, beret. I think. That would suit Lady Aura, so... If you have a rainbow beret, that'd look good on... Oh crap, that one's floating this way now. Guess I should go get it, but every ferry that went in the Draco River ended up. Ah crap, my hand just reached for it on its own. Oh, it just grabbed me. On second thought, never mind. I don't need it after all. I don't even want it for myself. Somebody help! Oh. Well, we just watched 2 people die. Excuse me, won't you mind terribly if I left you here and went back home now? Shut up, horse ears. Nobody's talking to you. As you can see, the Draki are very dangerous knuckles. They lure people in with something they want, then drag them to the river to drown them when they reach for their treasure. The Draki are basically a scale that weighs your desires against your life, which is probably built as a defense against them.
So it's too dangerous to go near the water here then. That means we'll just have to hoof it. I can carry Tabasu and jump from the ruined bridge to the other side. How about you two, Artoria and Gareth? Think you can make the jump too? Don't be ridiculous, Mermorsel. Do you have any idea how big that gap is? Look, there's even pillars for us to do awesome enemy jumps off of.
I can do it. I can be happy to do it. I've always been a really strong jumper.
Oh, sure, I can hop across this easy peasy. I mean, I am the child of prophecy.
I could probably make the jump too, but I'm not sure it's a good idea. Is it even possible to cross this river like that, Oberon?
Nope, the Drachni will definitely throw treasure down the river while you jump across. If you catch even a tiny glimpse of it, you won't be able to resist diving for it.
Oh, right. Guess I should have known fairy mystics wouldn't make that easy. Alright, get myself a blindfold.
Well, then how are you gonna jump?
Oh, yeah, that would be dangerous, wouldn't it?
See, Mermorsel, it's why you need to look before you leap. Literally, in this case.
What if we don't look? While we leap?
That's a stupid idea. How are we gonna know where we land?
I mean, we make a detour around the river?
Yeah, we can make it out of the Drachma's domain if we head upstream. Or lose half a day or so, so that's better than, you know, dying. Just don't look at the river at all. If you see anything you want in there, ignore it. Drachni are invincible in the river. They also never leave it. So as long as we keep our distance, that shouldn't be a problem.
Travel distance downstream, huh?
Hey, Oberon.
Couldn't we cross over here as long as we ignore anything that drips down it?
No, we couldn't. The Drachma keeps sending new treasures down the river as long as their magical energy lasts. Ignoring the treasure is essentially a battle of wheels with the Drachni, which isn't the best idea. Wait, actually that might work better. Sure, there are things we want, but nothing we'd be willing to die for. Oh boy! Is that unlimited Saint Quartz? And there she goes. Besides, things we all want now more than anything is the same North Witch. Nothing the Drachni could offer us that could tempt us for that, so maybe we could... Hey, I see something coming down the river. It's life-size Artoria plushie. That's adorable. And we lost one. Oh, come on! You certain she's not a dog fairy? A 2-meter long carrot! You are very simple. And we lost our horse. No way, a holy grail! If this was SQ, that'd been even better. Yep, I'm seeing a holy grail floating along upstream too. But so what? At this point, another holy grail or two is nothing to us. They'll have to do better than that to sway Tiramisu and our result. A whole crate of holy grails! I can't hold back these feelings any longer. This would be much funnier if it was Saint's Quartz. I swear to God, it'd be funny in that way. Geronimo! Crap, I didn't think they'd be this good at reading our minds. Still, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance genius. There's nothing. Either one is still hilarious. I know, but it'd be so much better with Saint's Quartz.
The only issue is we haven't officially introduced Saints Quartz as an in-universe material. I think that's the only reason why. At least not to my knowledge. Nothing they could show me that could tempt me away from. No way, a fossilized dinosaur! I have a feeling in the future there will be an event centered around me and a dinosaur. This is some nice foreshadowing to that.
How did you clowns destroy 5 lost belts?
You know, we get asked that everywhere we go.
No, it's not that they're weak, and Arachne are just good at tempting us with what we want. Don't you dare look at the river, Artoria. I'm going to pull those dang fools out of the water before they all drowned. Don't worry about me. I'm an imitation of myself. There's nothing I want. Is that a pair of anime titties?
Really, Morbosa? There's nothing in the whole world you want.
Don't look at me, you idiot. The river's this way. What did you even see?
Can't believe we lost 5 people in 1 minute. What do you make of this, Morbosa?
That's what she wants? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Hey, Oberon, find a rope or something and toss it in the water.
What do you think I'm going to find a rope lying around? Oh, damn it, now I looked at the river. Yay, I was wondering what I'll get. What do you mean, sold out? We're out of energy after making that crate full of holy grails. Wait, so maybe the key would be to outgreed them. That actually sounds like a hilarious counter. We're also over on be like, I'm surrounded by fucking idiots.
I'm surrounded by idiots. I'm understanding Scar a lot more. How do you know what that is? What do you mean, how do I know? The original me apparently watched The Lion King, or this body apparently watched The Lion King, okay? But you shouldn't know any of his memories, should you? Do I get any of his memories? I actually don't know. Well, you don't have anything to say for yourselves before I bash you your damn heads in.
All together now. How can we not go for something like that? Ow. She's like, she's so cute here. Gareth looks so ashamed.
You're not even pretending to be sorry. Soon as this Northwood business is over with, you're all doing zazen in for a day.
You can be really strict sometimes, huh, Morbosa? Also, what is that? Japan doesn't exist here. Oh, okay, they were gonna ask. By the way, do you know what zazen is, Tamasu? Kind of meditation training where you get hit a bunch of times until you clear your mind. That sounds like a pretty unique way to meditate. Not I'm sure I'm ready for that. The treasures are all gone. They must have been illusions all along. Damn you, Drachne. You couldn't even have the decency to make them real. Hey, right. My perfect Artoria plushie's gone too. All I have to show for my troubles is a lump on my head more Morsa gave me.
I figured as much. There's no way they could have had all those things you lot wanted so readily at hand. Especially the Holy Grails.
Looks at me in particular.
The hell? How did you fall for that? Everything else you can make some argument for, but you're an idiot. You're more of an idiot than any of these people for falling for that. They're just a bunch of counterfeits. No more substance to them than the bubbles in the water.
Wow, that was profound. I'm impressed. Just we looked at Red Bread, he's the only one with an actual thing. They actually had a 2-meter carrot.
Ugh, thanks. Anyways, let this be a lesson to you all. Something looks too good to be true, it almost certainly is.
Yes, sir. So, what about our current situation?
Looks like we're at the bottom of the river. I can't see the surface from here. Safe to say we're in the Drachma's fairy domain now, so I'm afraid it won't be as easy swimming our way up and out of here. So we're gonna have to do something about these Drachma fairies before we can leave, huh? Well, since they went to the trouble of dragging us down here, I suppose it won't be long before they come for us. So what kind of fairy are the Drachma anyways? Humanoid? Fishy? Are they hot? Are they not?
Hey, they're mermaids, but no fairy they've dragged in has ever returned to say for sure. Oh, but I also heard they prefer humans to fairies, and they especially like to capture male humans and make them their lovers. Apparently they let humans go before they die, which is how the name Drachma is spread in the first place.
So they take lovers and release them. Almost sounds like they're getting married. Wait, is that why Drachma lure people into the river to find a husband?
That's right, they take an arranged marriage to a whole new level.
Sounds like they have a lot in common with proper human history Drachma then.
You mean they're Drachma in your world too?
Yeah, the legend is known all around Europe. It says they transform themselves into gold rings or saucers, float themselves down the river, and pull any man who tries to pick them up down to the depths. But it's not so they can make them men their lovers, so they can...
I want it for my purpose. Please, please, let me have. I've been looking forever. Can't find it anywhere in this world. Here they come. Fight now, talk later. Don't take them lightly, Tamasu. From the looks of it, it's going to be a long battle. Holy single one. I thought it was gonna be like Rube. Oh well.
I'll send in my dragon. Dragon Oni God. Oh, that must have hurt. Oh, it's now King Vitora. Hello! Why is it now King Vitora? It switches to Sakura faces. Is it gonna change again? I'd actually be interested if it did. Just cycle through a bunch of different Sakura faces. I believe the Sakura face supremacy. Oh, it does! It does just switch through every time you use an MP. That's fun. I didn't know they did that. Oh, there is another one. Okay. Well, that's its true form. What a weird orb.
The orb.
下がっている。圧倒します。そこです。やここでまっすぐ。望まれることを適当にやっとくわ。望まれたように。夏の女神が主情に告げる。踊りなさいな、騒ぎなさいな。
Do you know the form change? Kill it in one turn. I don't know if I killed it in one turn, but I didn't remember the form change from my first time fighting it on my main account. And it does it right after the MP, so you must have one-shot it with the MP. Or with like a crit chain or something. Run it through! I think we can quick chain penalty at the end. Yeah. Check out. No, check out. I'm thinking I probably did see a change, but I didn't remember. But I was using a Artorias Saber, and I got it pretty much in one turn as well.
That's my boy! No, my boy!
Father, help! Me when he meets Legion. What happened exactly? Why is that your reaction to that? Legion's my boy. Ah, gotcha. The thing just looks at Geronimo. Why are you even here? Ooh, yay, new animation. I forgot about this. Let's do this. I forgot the MP also got an update. Hell yeah. pretending to be a man with this low cut. So, technically, Jean never pretended to be a man. If we're talking actual historical context. Haven't used Jean's MP update yet. Been using Jelter's though. I haven't used Jelter's updated one because I have her on my name. I've seen it, and it looks really cool. But I haven't used it yet. Man, that thing really wouldn't bug is dead. But yeah, so apparently the whole thing was Jean being dressed as a man was that culturally it gave them a status equal to that of a man whenever we're traveling. I don't know the full context of the culture around it. I just know that that is the reason they dressed up like that, and they didn't even dress like that for that long. Like, they were still dressed somewhat like that, but the only time they were in full incognito was on the initial trip to join the army. So, unlike with the story of Mulan, everyone always knew that Jean was a woman. It wasn't some big revelation. It's nowhere, nowhere. Why? I don't know what I want. I don't know. I don't know. But I dream of it. I dream of my treasure. I dream of my love. Of my baby. Dogma dispersed. But what's a baby? Do you know Toria? Not heard of a baby before. Baby. Me either. I wonder what it could be. Come on, you guys know what babies are, right? I thought this might be the case. Tiramisu, let's talk about this later. Just the two of us. Huh? Okay, sure. The floor monarch has returned to normal. Darkness fade domain must have been dispelled. Hooray! Wait. I see you. Fought the Draka at the border of the river and even won. Didn't attempt to pull from our Jolter the other day just for serving coins and got two back to back. Hell yeah! I chanced the Ruler Jean banner and I got her in 2 multis. I only got 1 copy. And my main account didn't get any more copies, sadly, so she's still at MP3 there, but still, I'm glad to have her on my stream account now. And you almost drowned while you were chatting because you didn't realize if it had returned to normal. And you finally made it back here on foot after being washed ashore downstream. That about sum it up. Oh well, I was just here keeping an eye on our stuff. No scales off my wing.
Come on, don't pout over on. I'm sorry I left you all alone. Oh, you can put the rope away too. I'm impressed you actually found one.
You can thank Blanca for that. She's the one who found it. Also gave me unregistered spirit origins. Damn! That means you've gotten 6 of them and all. 6 or more. Sorry I got left out of all the fun this time, Oberon. Oh, that's okay. It's my fault for falling behind in the first place. I just wish I could have been a part of the shenanigans, since I'm one of Shakespeare's comedic characters and all. Anyways, now that we don't have to worry about the drachma anymore, we can cross the river no problem. Rudder Brit. Head upstream until you find a bridge, then wait for us outside Northwich. Don't worry, you can stand out so much that we won't have any trouble finding you. I guess that's the only option, isn't it? I'm sorry I can't provide you with a pleasant carriage ride the rest of the way. Okay, I promise to catch up with you all at Northwich in 2 days. What if I don't take any carrot breaks? Take care until then, everyone. And please, don't fall for another fey horse while I'm gone. I don't see that happening. Okay, we should get across the river now before the sun sets. We can make camp at the other side and rest until morning. No way, no need to rush anymore. This point, Northwich is so close we can almost taste it. We're right on time for our date with Destiny, just as we planned. Avast! Guys, why are we facing Shadow Blackbeard? I've come to show ye my anime figure collection. No, wait, guys, don't kill him. Too late. I say we kill him now. It gives me a bad feeling. Thinking about everything. That is a thing for sure. You get a USO every time you get the 5th copy of a 5-star. Actually, get 10 USO. Yeah, that's why I was saying you had 6 or more. Why do you have all this space here? Who are you summoning? Suspicious. Looks sus, very sus. Take her down! I'm tired of this motherfucking Shadow Cat on this motherfucking Fair Britain. We're sitting at 5 now. Guess that was from Mordred Dupes. I got like 12 now. Damn. Fool! You were tricked! At 12? Damn. Are you saving to exchange them for someone in particular?
楽しいですね皆さん命令でして負けないぞはこれでとごめんなさいお待たせしたなこれが答えだ
Oh no. That's a problem. Doing that. Hello, Draco. Checks out.
命令で造作もなし彼は無力なのたまらなく全力これが手加減だ
You stop that! Stop trying to nuke me! Oh, Jean actually tanked that. Way to go, Jean.
How many guts is this thing left? It's infinite. What the fuck?
いいでし造作もなこんなところ
Stay down!
お待たせしたなこれが答えだおではわかりましたすみません助かりますごめんなさいよしクリーニング代の不安ですバッすなわちランチタイム
Ah, here it comes. Need more bells, my bargain's in it. 888. Oh, my Bargus is barely alive. There's 60 bells per skill. Yeah, I think it's like... It's 60 bells... I want to say 60 bells only for one of the levels. I think she needs more than that per skill. I'll have to double check. I remember she takes an egregious amount, too. I'll look at it real quick. Fucking thing calling me out. You visit often. Okay, no, it is only one level. Okay. Oh no, that's skill. Or that's skill reinforcement and Append. Append actually doesn't take any bells? That's shocking. Okay, so it is just a flat 60 across the entire thing. Why did I think she needed more than that? I shouldn't even use it for Ascension. Yeah, okay, it is just 60. I mean, 60 is still a lot per thing, but I thought she needed more for some reason. Way to go, Bargith. You toughed it out.
This was ridiculous.
It was quite the fearsome fall, wasn't it? And the bread is really yummy. Never used to think of eating it as important before, but I thought I'd try it for myself after seeing Arturia enjoying food so much. Now I can't stop. Ah, you mean? Voices are all bleeding together, damn it. Oh, see, now you mention it. You do eat a lot for a Wind Clan fairy, don't you, Arturia? Usually it's a Fang Clan loot for food. Are you actually a Fang fairy? Oh, I'm just a low class fairy.
I can belong to any 6 kinds. I got a habit of eating because the people in Tengal village always give me food.
Tingle Village? The rumours are true. You really did survive Woodrose's Child of Prophecy hunt.
Well, I don't know if I'd say survive so much as barely managed to escape thanks to Merlin's magecraft. I really didn't do anything all that spectacular. The whole thing kind of became exaggerated as time goes on. By the way, Gareth, do you know why restaurants first became popular in Britain?
Come to think of it, no, I don't. Going into a restaurant is never an option for me, so I don't have any money.
They're not just places to eat. They're also a way for Fang clans to keep their violent impulses in check.
Woodrose made a big speech once about how, now that the Fang clan served the Queen as their army, their lack of manners was unbecoming. So he said he'd give them a proper education, teach them to satiate their desire with meals. At some point, the first restaurant he started blew up into a major chain. And now, owning a restaurant is considered one of the hallmarks of success in the land of the Fae.
The reason Woodrose is so particular about etiquette and dressing like a human is...
Yep, it's all to cover up his own violent nature. He might act like a gentleman now, but he's the head of the Fang clan, and at his core he hasn't truly changed. He's still a brutal and greedy fairy who gets his kicks from tormenting the weak. That doesn't sum up the whole Fang clan, I don't know what does. Still, now that Tam Lin, all the Queen's most valued fighters, he's settled down to being an old fairy who wields his authority like a club.
That mean he's not all that strong? That's right, at this point he's just an old fairy. You're all definitely stronger since you managed to defeat the Drucky. So, once you eventually get around to defeating Woodrose, you should take a chance to go into one of his restaurants. You know, if you're not perma-banned for murdering their leader. I've only been a few times myself, but I can tell you that food's to die for. Especially the salads. After all, even warriors need rewards to keep themselves motivated, so I hope that gives you guys something to look forward to as you help Tori out.
Good. Tori and Gareth are all over by the campfire talking with Oberon. So as you can probably guess, the reason I'm talking to you is because I'd rather they not hear about what I'm about to say. Although...
What is the problem with me being here? Technically a proper human history servant too, you know.
Oh, alright. Maybe it's better if you do hear this too, Mormasa. So getting back to where we left off in our discussion of the Draki of proper human history, the reason they drag men to the river in the world isn't because they want husbands, because they want a mate. If they come across a woman instead, they make her serve as their child's wet nurse. And that means... I want to have children. Basically, yeah, but the Draki here in Fairyland, or Fairy Britain, can't have children. Even though they drag countless men down to their doom. Do you know why that is? Because babies don't exist here. Looks that way, but the problem goes even deeper. We've seen that fairies here basically just imitate human society. So we can assume that the two species' way of life are fundamentally the same. If fairy society doesn't have something that'll be because it doesn't exist in human society either. And that means humans in Fairy Britain have no natural means of reproduction. There is no concept of childbirth here. I had a feeling something was off when we learned that they only had predecessors and successors here instead of parented children. Now I'm pretty certain.
Wait, hold on. I get that fairies spring up on their own. Always been like an extension of nature. But how the hell are humans born? They can't reproduce on their own here. Don't tell me they just spring into existence on their own too.
No, here humans are produced. I don't know if it involves some kind of artificial insemination program or if they're manufactured like homunculi. But however they're made, they're produced, raised, and shipped out as individuals with nothing in the way of parents or siblings. I'm sure they still have things like marriage, husbands, wives. Even if two humans get married, they'll not be able to produce their own descendants. That's what human life is like here in Fairy Britain, it seems. It may seem cruel and inhumane to us, but for fairies who live here like Tori and Gareth, that's just an ordinary fact of life they probably never questioned. At this point, I have no way of telling why things turned out that way here. I don't even want to tell you while... I didn't want to tell you while Tori and Gareth were around in case it came as a shock to you and made things awkward around them. So that's why I decided to keep this information just among us. So humans only ever know one generation here. Okay, I think this should be enough. I decided to wake them now that they're resting up for tomorrow. What just flew out of Tamasu's tent? Is that a bird? Has she been raising one in secret all this time? No, it can't be. Oh, hi Blanca. Sorry about that. How are things in Northwich? Does it look like Lander will start tomorrow? Stand a sign. We should be just in time. Looks like there really is no change in Ansel's prediction after all. On the other hand, it's also plausible the disaster won't befall Northwich until the Child of Prophecy goes there, huh? Once Otori arrives, Northwich will be destroyed. I knew that, and I brought her here anyways. Otori will dispel the calamity. The responsibility with Northwich's destruction. What a cowardly, devious god I am. Can't even help them prepare for what they're about to go through. But they have to get through this, or nothing will ever change. After all, the prophecy's clear. The first bear to be wrong of the pilgrim is Norwich's. Okay, thanks, Blanca. Why don't you rest up too? You must be exhausted. No, I'm not going to tell them. It's impossible to save Northwich. The wanting children not being able to have them makes me remember a similar situation from an anime I watched. Oh? Tamasu doesn't need that on her shoulders. But I'll carry the extra baggage and better her with it. Don't worry about it too much, Blanca. It's all in line with the prophecy. So it looks like we still have a whole day until the calamity begins, right? Both Tamasu and Otori will need some positive memories before it all starts. So tomorrow they'll relax and enjoy everything Northwich has to offer. The next day, the fighting will commence. Alright though, I think we're gonna wrap things up there for today. In the anime it stated that the beastman species can't reproduce and they were created. I don't know what series you're talking about. Let's see. Who could we raid today? Ina's still playing Scarlet and Violet, but it looks like they're wrapping up. I'm doing Tenchi a lot, so let's try mixing it up. What's Sarok up to? Some collab in Dead by Daylight. And Yuli a lot too. Ina's with Eno's with some folks. They're doing Chain Together. Oh yeah, let's do Eno. Sure, I've been doing a lot, but Miss Doppel, have you finished the Curtain Kitchen event? Oh! Yeah, I did. Took me a moment to realize which one you were on about. I think so. It just took me a moment to remember. I think there's only one going on right now. It was very sweet at the end. When the main characters are trapped in dreamlike illusions, Beastman characters is having a dream where he had a wife and child. Aww, that's sweet and adorable. And sad. Anyways, alright. We're gonna wrap up for the day. And we're going to be raiding into Inosomnia today. I want you all to be on your best behavior. I'll probably be back tomorrow. We'll probably do more of this. Because we have a deadline. Somewhat. Basically, we have until the Fairy Night Cup. Like, we could still be working on this when the Fairy Night Cup starts, but I prefer not to be, so that we don't waste any grinding days. But I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you like this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And, oh, Ina's raiding us! Hi, Ina! Hello! We're just leaving. We're gonna raid into someone. But by all means, join our raid. A wild bunny raid draws near. We're raiding into Ino. So, you know, stick around if you want to join that. It would have been hilarious. If Doppel were raiding to Ina. Yeah, I saw that Ina was about to sign off. Because, like, who should I raid? I was checking. Just like, oh, Ina's live. Let's check in over there, see what's going on. If it has the vibe that he's going to go for a while. But you're in your, you were clearly wrapping up. So I was like, oh, I shouldn't. Anyways, timer's almost out. I want to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you liked this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because it really helps me out. I'll be back tomorrow with probably more Fate Grand Order. So until next time, fare thee well. Boom.